Yeah, did you see The Rock?
Wanna be the person that you call up when you're down. Wanna be the first who knows all of your deepest secrets. Can I be the one who wakes you up before you missed your ride? 'Cause I wanna be close to you, and I wanna show you something new. You gotta know, every day I got your back, yeah, you can count on me for that. So put your hand in mine, I will be there every day. When you're sick of the climb, I will make sure it's okay. I know you didn't ask for any of this, but we reach for the sky. Cause we're flying colors now. Gonna try to keep the pace, but someday we will find that the world has changed, but we stay true to each other. I will always be there for you whenever you need my help. I'm taking my time to be your rock. I don't ever wanna be apart. You gotta know, every day I got your back, yeah, you can count on me for that. So put your hand in mine, I will be there every day. When you're sick of the climb, I will make sure it's okay. I know you didn't ask for any of this, but we reach for the sky. Cause we're flying colors now.
Good morning, guys. How you going? How are you doing? Oh, I changed the green screen last night, so I need to change the color a little bit. Sorry, let me get that. 50 is better. I think 50 would be better. No. Full needs to be 100. Oh, it needs to be 75. I still see that shade. Actually, I have the answer. I've got the answer. How's everyone doing this morning, by the way? I hope y'all are well. There we go. I just made myself a little smaller. Here we go. That's what they get. Okay, so now I'm back to like... I'm gonna move over a little because I don't want to be like over the thing. Whatever, fuck it. Okay, good morning. How's it going? Welcome to day whatever the fuck it is today. What is today? Today's day 38 of coding. So where we left off yesterday was we got pathing fixed for jobs. So if you put a job in a path that's not pathable, it would work fine. But what we didn't, I don't like that. Grumble, sorry. Like everything wants to be pain in the tuchus. Actually, I got this. We're gonna do it live. Sorry. I know. Unprofessional AF. I get it. Because I was tweaking stuff yesterday, and it was I should have done that, I guess. I gotta get a better green screen material though. Boop, boop. Yeah, I see the. Sorry about that. What a scrubberton I am. Let me see if I set that to. Yeah, let's try that. No, that's a little bit better. And that highlights some of the stuff in the back a little bit. There we go. Okay, we'll try that. See if that's any less annoying. But yeah, I got a different green screen material and it's leaves a lot to be desired. Anyway, so we left off with we got pathing figured out for hey Blar, how are you doing this morning, sir? Hello. So we got pathing figured out if they're not pathable, but the one thing we were working on was we were working on a situation where a person was inside here and they tried to path, and there was a door, so they couldn't path. So there was a door here, they were in here, and they were trying to path to here, and it wouldn't work because this path was unreachable. So the thing we ended up with at the end of the stream yesterday was that I put a reminder here so I wouldn't forget. And let me make the text grandpa size real quick. On my lunch, I'll always do a little bit of coding. And I didn't really do any coding, I just did some work. Oh, I'm glad you're okay, Blair. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it, sir. As always. I'm glad you're having a good morning. Or a good, say Thursday or Friday? It's Thursday, right? Oh, I'm glad you're having a good Thursday. And I ordered some more. I gotta find a better green screen and order it. Something that's not susceptible like the fan blowing it and making it shimmer like that. Because that is really aggravating me. Grandpa font, where are we? 16? I got some tea. Perfect, save this. So we'll get rid of this here. And we're gonna say, if we left off with, if there's a job assigned, pick them, because we're going to do moving destination. Actually, we're doing moving this false, so we don't have to do it here. We can do it, because this calls an event, a delegate. So when we do moving this false, when we set that in the setter, we call, we call toggle, and then that calls, right? Did we call toggle moving destination? Or we said false. Okay, but we're still setting this setter to, we're still setting it here, so we can look at the on change, what we're listening to for the on change delegate. So let's see what we do that in start. On change. Oh, are we not listening to our own thing here? So we're not listening to that here. Which I guess we should. Because we care as much as anyone else cares about doing things when the destination changes. And we should just do toggle moving destination, because that would actually, we could put the code in here. Good morning, Epic. How are you, sir?
Hello.
I hope you're doing good as well. And we toggle. Desk. Moving to desk. Get to your desk, pawn. So we'll have a function here to, you know, maybe decline job or requeue job. Render queue. No, requeue job. And that should be, we'll want to do a requeue job here. Any job. This should be fine, yeah. Any job we have. RG stuff. 1 second. Sorry. I was sharing my bed art with another streamer, bed art, but they didn't think I was bad. But I think they were being nice. Yeah, I shared my start screen. You know, I shared that on one of my buddies' streams yesterday because I was like, "Oh, here's some of my, you know, shitty art," and they're like, "Actually, that's really good." I was like, "Oh, cool, glad to hear it." Like, I was proud enough of it to put it on the stream art, but it was certainly the first one I did, so it'll get better over time. And hopefully bed art doesn't mean something terrible and disgusting. Okay, so we need to call requeue job, but it probably should be something that lives on the job queue manager, I would say, right? It should be responsible for, or no, should every, I mean, if a colonist calls it, it's fine, but it seems like, now, I mean, they're the ones that are going to be requeuing the job, so I'm torn. But we'll do it on the pawns for now. Or for the on the moving objects. Void good job. When a job can't be done, send it back to the. Okay, so we're gonna requeue the job, which means a couple things. So first, the job is gonna be equal to job assigned. And then the job 2 needs to become the, is that a game object already or is that a class? Okay, so we need to get the transform. Oh, I'm dumb. That's why. I'm like, what's going on here? There. The instance, the game object, the instance. So that'll reset the who owns the job. We'll need to set the state to be back to created. Because we wanted to get re-picked up. I was thinking, yeah. I know, when you were saying bed art, I don't remember. Yeah, okay. I was totally like, is he talking about, like, you know, yeah? And I was like, ugh. But maybe he meant like he was using his Wacom tablet in bed and not whacking it, you know, whacking him. He was using his Wacom tablet. Well, if you hurry up and paste it, we can be the judge, I guess. I mean, I have no room to talk, so... It's probably... Art's in the eye of the beholder, so... Just paste it in... You could paste the link in here, unless you want to... If you put it on Imager, paste the link here, or yeah, put it in Discord and we can take a look. Oh, which reminds me, I should turn off Discord so it's not going to be all fucking yippity-yappity. Okay. Nice. Bueno arbusto. Nice bush. Let's see. No epic art yet. Okay, so we need to reset the job to created. What other pieces of a job do we need to... Like, do we need... We need to iterate through the steps and reset all the steps as well. Steps. Reset the move location. So we need to reset the move location because that's kind of a big deal to get reset. Why'd you call it bed art though? It's like, what? What a provocative name. Look at my bedroom art. What was her name and what happened to her face? Okay. Yeah, so we have to reset the move location. Totally. Name will stay the same. Status changes. And then move location becomes, I think we have a variable in game data to determine that. Let's see. Data? I think we've got something here. Default move location. Look, I could just find it in job, duh. Oh, grid not move location. Move location start. Okay, so we'll set that. And then we need to loop through the steps of the job. Step count, steps. And we're going to reset them all to... They all need to be reset back to... words. They need to be reset to default as well. We need to reset... Their step name will be the same, but we need to set their job step. Job dots. Job steps I. Dot. Step state. Equals. Not started. And we might run into issues here because I think we might have put our jobs code in a way that is going to be unhappy with... it might be unhappy with the way we're doing... because I know we put the first row in as in progress. Yeah, maybe we'll do that here too. If I equals 0 for the first step. And the, no, I'll have to put a thing here. Because yeah. Can't do both. So for the first step it'll be in progress since that's what we default to. Oh, and job steps.count. Duh. Boop. Reset the job steps. So we're resetting the who's doing the job back to the job queue manager. We're resetting. Man, I do not like this new green screen material. It's annoying. Oh, let me take a look and see. The like pixie thing. Nice, nice. Sweet pixie action. Like mountains I thought you were doing a space game. Or is this just random stuff you did? Because this other one looks like mountains with like an alien aurora and then like a alien tractor beam or like a transporter. And let's see what the combined looks like in the animation. Nice, that animation looks good. Hey, it looks pretty good for like a beginner, totally. Nice work. Nice work. Just random stuff I did. No, it looked good. Dude, that looks awesome. Looks way better than anything I could do, for sure. Very nice. Good work, boss. Good work. Let me make this one filter a little bit. That's not gonna do good. I guess my life is just being dark now. Darkness. I'm like the bane of streaming now. I was born in the dark. I'll be glad. So I ordered like a cheapy green screen. Think it'd be better than my blue sheet, but apparently my blue sheet was better. I'll have to actually find like a different green screen. Okay, but where were we? We're linking over, but it's not I mean, it's not professional, it's obvious, but like indie games are indie games, right? Like a lot of people will find the art to be quaint, which is totally not an insult. Like, it's bollocks. Some people actually like programmer art, you know? So it could be worse. No, it's pretty good. It's probably better than anything I could do. Yeah, you sent me the tiles yesterday for the like the one that looked like ship arbor, and the other one was like a grate that you're gonna have like emissive lighting underneath, which is pretty cool. What'd you get done today? And what are your plans for today, Blar? Anything fun, sir? Okay, so this should requeue the job. We're calling that any job we have needs to be kicked back up. So once we're done with this, the last step will be to assign our job assigned to null. Actually, we need to... When we take the job, I don't think we actually removed from the list, right? Let me check. I don't think we do. I do not think we do. So where's claim job here? Put that on job queue manager. Claim job. So claim job calls job set assigned on the colonist. So let's see, job set assigned. What the fuck? Oh, so that's just calling the trigger that calls my thing. And job set assigned. Like, we're gonna refactor that because apparently I was retarded when I made this name. Like, assign job could be what it's called. What? Okay, whatever. Boss, whatever, okay. And then what do I do for assign job? Let's start here. So on job assigned, what do we listen to on this guy? On job assigned, we do job. So do job, we set the job state to in progress, and then we start the runner. That's all we do. Okay. So we don't actually change, we don't actually take it off the list, we leave it in the list. Okay, so we're good. We don't have to do anything on our end except for the remove job. Actually, this deletes it, so that deletes the job. We don't want to do that. We want to go back to toggle. We want to do requeue job, and then from here, so we don't touch the list, but we do need to unassign our job assigned though. We need to say job assigned equals null. Pick this puppy off of us. Okay, so we've got the puppy off of us. You failed horribly today. I spent the entire day trying to learn Fruity Loops to make some sounds for my games. Failed horribly. What's Fruity Loops? Is that some sound software? Yeah, music's fucking hard. Like if you look at the stuff we did for Let 'Em Dare, it's super hard. But there's other tools. I recommend. I don't. I recommend. I need to set. Where do I want to set it? Or what do I want to show you? I want to show you this guy. And then what's it called? Damn it, I can't remember the website. Let me see. I might actually have it listed on my website page. The comments. I didn't do shit this time compared to last game. Wow. I was like super duper busy. I don't have time for that. Oh, let's see. Let's look at my old games. Wow. Oh, not my games. I want to see my games. Audio tool. There it is. So you can use that. I don't know if it will work for what you're trying to do, but this is a pretty good tool here for like making music. Project Africa. Let's see. Rendering document. It's like really neat. You wire up all the equipment and then you make the sound. Fuck your tips of the day, sir. Well, here's your song for your game, Epic. But like, see, this is really a powerful tool. Oh fuck, no, I didn't fucking make this. No, this is a shared project that the community did. Yeah, this is a community project that they did to show what the tool can do. So when you go to it too, you can click on Africa and it'll show you everything they brought in so you can see how they made it. I don't know how it is compared to Fruity Loops, but I was just trying to share. I linked it in chat so you can see. Like, this is the actual project, the shared project you can look at with that. Oh, you're welcome. I don't know how Fruity Loops is. I was just trying to help, so. Okay, so now we've requeued the job. So we should be able to test this pretty quickly. And we should actually drop a note like, hey, motherfucker, I'm requeuing my job. I'm requeuing my job, motherfuckers. Okay. Moving object, do-do-do-do. Requeue jobs, you fucking two-face. This will be who? On. Is requeuing I spell recreate? Yeah. Doing job. One. We'll say this dot game object name for the who, and then the recruiting job is going to be job assigned. No. Job assigned. Dot get GUID. Actually, we'll make ID number 2. So in between here, we'll have job assigned dot job name. I think it's an enum without it, right? So we'll still do a note when we requeue the job. So we should be able to duplicate this by doing the same thing we did yesterday. Putting the where are you, game? There's your haha. Okay, cool. Check out Fruity Loops in the good way, more powerful than that one. Well, if you want to link it, I'll check it out. Is it free, open source, or anything? Man, I'm really disliking my my yellowness today. Like this color. Super annoying. Oh, then yeah, I don't have any interest in paying for sound stuff at the moment. But if you link it up, I will check it out. One day. I don't know, maybe I'd pay for it. I don't know. We'll see. Imagine Line downloads. Oh, someone's using Cloudflare. Nice. No audio clips. Limited, like, what? Fuck. For $100. Well, you can't save any of the music you make, but you can make it. Nice. Cool. I will have to check it out. Music. Create music. Duty duty. Cool. Thanks for sharing, Epic. Epic Games. Every time I say your name, I think of Epic Games Store, so it's a weird day. The trial is plenty powerful. It's heaps powerful. Heaps. Let's see if that's gonna balance itself out. That's just gonna oversaturate everything. Like, too much power. Too much power in the green screen. Not enough power in the green screen. Just enough power in the green screen. What a pain in the anus. Seriously. Pain in the old booty hole. Like, I don't want to look like a crazy person. Huh. Oh, well then that's good. I'm glad you can export your stuff out. Okay. Let's put our colonists back into the old gulag. Oop, get in there. Get inside the gulag, boy. Girls. You're both girls for this seed. For the first two are girls. Okay, let's now make a door. Giggity door. We're gonna lock them in because fuck those guys. They're locked in. Perfect. Now we're going to set two jobs to try to chop it a wood. Chop it a wood. Okay, so she's gonna fell out of the loop. Did she requeue her job? This one is. Shit, let me unpause. Then this one's Jaleesa, right? Okay. So Jaleesa fell out of moving to Destination False. Did I put it as it's a notice message, so it should have been called. Did I didn't change her from, I didn't set her to toggle moving, did I? No, I probably didn't. Excuse me. Yeah, I probably didn't set her to did? I did set her there. Oh no, I just set it right to false. Okay. That's line 367. 367, we're going to heaven. Yeah, so we need to call, instead of calling directly just this is false, we need to say toggle moving destination. Oh. Take 3. You know, I should just cut the middleman out. Oh, the green screen is gonna drive me fucking bonkers today. I might even just turn my camera off because I'm annoying the fuck out of me. That's the thing with Amazon. It's like you can never tell. It's like, oh, this is the best material ever, and it's like so flimsy. It's just like, oh, so frustrating. Okay, let me see where they both spawn, because I know one of them spawns in the same spot every time. So what I can do is just build the building around them, so when they spawn, I don't have to worry about the steps of the intern steps, but they're right next to each other. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, I guess I can't do that. Oh well. Such is life. You go there. You go there. Hey, you get in there. Both get in your hole. Get in your home! You too good for your home? Oop, build a door. Chicka chicka. Build the chop of the wood. Chop of the wood. Okay, so she's requeuing her job. Oh, that fucking just broke something though, huh? Or did I pause it by mistake? I don't see an no, I do see an exception. Where is it? Am I just not showing them? What? I don't see the exception, boss. You're showing me the exception, but I don't see... Oh, I'm an idiot, that's why. Because I have it just filtered from her word. Oh, oops. Oops, it was wonderful. Okay. So something fun happened. Let's see. Let's find where we requeue the job. Requeue the job right there. And then let's see what her status is. Is her job actually requeued? It should be. So she has no job, which is correct. And then the second job is owned by the job manager. Go Garden. It's set to Go Garden Tree. No, that's right, because it is a Go Garden Tree job. Set to Go Garden Tree. Job start is set the right place. It's set to created. And then all of its steps are... Okay, well that didn't fucking... Well... What? No, that doesn't make sense. Because that's set to done and that's set to in progress. That doesn't look right at all. Let me see where I goofed the code up. Requeue job. Good job. Okay. If step 0... Yeah, I'm not in another loop, right? So set the first one in progress. Job step. Yeah, that should be right. Job step. Why is the job step being weird? If step 0, we set it to in progress, and if else, we set it to not started. So, did it fucking die before then? Let's see. Job step complete, Go Garden Tree. And let's update this, put the GUID too, so we can see. Like, the locations are like, oh, that's super confusing, but if we just show the GUID, I think we're in a better position. In a better position every time. Let's see. Application job step. ID 4. Get good. You said good, good? I never said no, get good. Come on now. Let's see what we got. Piling. Did I tell you to go away? No, I said come back. Come on. Very nice. Yeah, the green screen is being so annoying. I'm just going to keep the camera off today until I have time to fix it. Because it's aggravating the piss out of me. Like seeing the shimmer. Like, no. No shimmer. No shimmer for you, boss. Unless you absolutely demand to see my beautiful locks. Okay, so falls out of the loop, which is fine. We're setting we're dequeuing the job here, which is also what we want to do. Okay, so we added some more debugging to see which job this is. And then we could do job step complete. We could also say who did the step, like, oh, job manager. Oh, so the job manager finished it. Oh, which is, yeah, that's not. Oh, we also have to. So when it fell out of the loop, the job got kicked into a weird state, right? So we have to think about the logic on that side too. Let me resize myself a little. Maybe it'll be a little less annoying. So when we go in, here it fell out of the loop. And at this point, so how do we have to break that job from running, like we have to abort it. Let's see what we can do for that. Because we don't want it to fall through the loop. We'd like it to say, here's where the moving to destination fails. What can we do? We could do like a... We could add... Because it like falls out of the loop, which then causes us to requeue again. So we need some way to note that it isn't just a complete, it's... Maybe there's something else we have to do, like some other, like, okay, we need to set the job step to being complete. Well, we already have that, but we need to know, like, because the way we determine the step is done for here is just like, oh, if your distance is close and you're moving to destination is true, like, keep looping. But we need to have a way to check inside the job before, like, there could be something we fire up before instead of turning the moving off. We say, hey, we need to requeue this job. Let's look at the structure of the data for the jobs we have now, and let's see what we can do to work around this in like the most simple, straightforward way possible. Well, I mean, there's simple that's going to cause us issues down the road and cause bugs, and then there's simple that'll it'll be a simple solution that'll just kind of work. So let's see if we can figure out what makes sense. Like the first thing I think is like, oh, maybe we put a bool in here that's like override job or something, or like a bit to flip, override the job, or the job is actually complete versus kind of complete, and now my fucking webcam is over the goddamn camera. Come on now, what a rookie. Jeez Louise. Okay, so like a bool for, we have walkable override, so we could do, because the thinking is the colonist has to do this step before they change their moving destination, or their job's going to fall through. There might be a better logical way to do it, but let's see. I'm leaning towards like a bool to say, reset or something. Well, what else do we have? We have try count. We have current job, current step, current. I don't know if we actually use it. Oh, do we actually use job step current? I think we might. And if we do, that means we've got to mess with requeue again too. So we do touch job step current. Okay. So that has to go back to default. But we need to do that as well. But we need to make a note of it. Set the current step. And the current step defaults to job step current. -1 is what we start with. That's the default. Do we not pass job step current in when we create? We do. Okay. Oh, we need add job. The 0 is the default. Oh, it's job count try. Okay. It doesn't look like we actually pass in current step. It looks like it probably starts at -1 then. Then when we come in for the job puller, job runner, the very first thing it does is it sets the current step, and then default step is 0. Hey, I put it right there. Okay, so we need to reset the default step for the guy to 0. So job.current step needs to become 0. So if we set the job step to 0, oh, it still needs to kill this. We still need this. Well, we don't need the job system so much as we need all of the jobs, really. I mean, if they're in the middle of, and it's going to get more complicated because right now the jobs are instant, but eventually there's going to be things that happen. I mean, you reset a tile, you count down the HP on the item on the tile, looping over time to delta time to count it down, and you need that. Actually, that would be fine because as long as the tile still knows how much it has left, then the job coming back is basically going to start from that amount. So if you get it down to 40 HP before you reset the job, the next guy that does the job, it's still going to say, hey, the work is 40 for this, and it's going to start at that because that in the data object we set the HP on each tile individually, so that should be persistent between jobs. So if the job gets canceled and come back, it'll still remember like, hey, we've only got 40 HP for this hex versus 100, so that should be fine. But what's not fine is, like, we need some system that we can use for every fucking job, not just here, to like have a kick out to reset the job so it doesn't continue going. Morning, Gilpon, how are you doing, sir? Fixed network issue last night, got Fish Boys AI working. Nice. Oh snap, that's awesome, dude. If you have some video, send it over. I have to play the damn game today. I have no time between working here, working at my day job, and then spending a couple hours with the family at night. I'm tapped for time. I'll try to do it on lunch today. I normally try to spend my lunch doing stream and programming stuff, but I can check it out. I mean to, and I just run out of time. My bad. Oh no, I'm sure you feel me. Sleep is for the weak. Yeah. Okay. I'm excited to see it. Like, that stuff is like motivating for me because it's like, man, he's gotten this awesome stuff done, and that's kind of like where I want to be. It's like, oh, I can get there too at the same spot and share the code with folks, and it'll be awesome. Right now we're trying to figure out how to requeue a job, but also make sure that the job workers know that they've been reset and not that they're just falling out of the loop because it's done. So in some explicit, like, the step is done versus like it's done just because these conditions were met. Because the job state of in progress itself is managed by the job queue. So the in progress state is what, well, the step state and the job state is used by the job queue manager to know like when the next job needs to fire off. I'm just trying to think of like the cleanest way to do it. It's pretty good. Like we've gotten the major like wonky bugs out of the way when I fixed the static stuff. So we're actually just fixing normal bugs now. Yesterday we got done, if you try to path to an unpathable job, it'll just leave the icon there and constantly check it every poll. But if it's not walkable, then it just ignores it. So it'll sit there till you connect the space and make it walkable. The one other thing we're trying to do now is we're trying to simulate when a colonist gets assigned a job for whatever. So right now we have a bug where you're actually you put yourself inside of a house and it's not doing the flood fills properly, so you can't actually path out of that door. So what that lets us do is it lets us simulate a colonist somehow getting assigned a job that they lose access to through maybe the door got locked or something. So what we need to do is have that job when it fails, when the colonist fails to path to that, it needs to requeue that job so that someone else can take it. Because at that point it'll check. At that point, well, in a normal place, it'll check before it gives you the job that you can actually path to the fucking thing, which isn't happening right now. But we're gonna fix the second step of that, which is a colonist, when a job fails for a colonist, it needs to requeue the job instead of it just fucking everything up. So we're looping through. When a colonist fails to move, it's calling requeue job, and we're kicking the job back into the list and requeuing it. But the one thing we have to do is terminate the running job. And right now we do the while loop of the move job is if your distance is greater than 0 from where you're going and you're set to moving to destination. When we toggle moving to destination, it just assumes the job is done correctly, which isn't right, you know. We could do like a bool on the job. The things I'm thinking are one. Hold on. Let me reset that. Let me grab my old tablet. I get an old tablet so I can draw words on the screen for myself and y'all, for you and myself. So we could do one, like a bool, one job. That's like job successful or job break, like job break maybe. If that gets set, hold on. Boop. If that gets set, and then we check that somewhere in here, like break. If it gets set here, then we can kick out, like if break equals true, then we can just immediately break out of this coroutine. We'll break out of the coroutine here. And that should kill this runner from thinking it's done. Because if this gets to done down here, then it fires off a whole lot of other stuff that we don't necessarily care about. Oh, it didn't stay with me. So if we get down here, like if it falls through here, it gets to this code right here that says the step is complete, which isn't necessarily true. Because sometimes the step is fucked. Let's see. Let's see what we do for... Let's see if there's something in jobs... Job set, job complete that will make sense for potentially doing it there. Another idea, another queue for tasks. A job has many tasks, move locations. So the way we do, so we have jobs, and under jobs is job steps, which we have, a job can have multiple steps. And because I had that original thought that you did, which is like, oh, just have discrete tasks that run, but I was having trouble like linking a task to like its parent of like who actually does the work. So that's why embedding it in here worked out well, and it worked out well too from when I was thinking about if a job ever gets reset, you need to start over or be able to know like the steps you need to reset and do again. Which this is going to take some tuning, because right now we're just going to reset everything back to start, which if in certain cases that's not going to work. Like in certain cases it'll be like, oh well, you chop down a tree, then you hauled the wood, and then you put the wall up. So it's like if you reset that job, it's like, well, there's no more tree anymore, so like those steps don't necessarily count anymore. Because when a step finishes, it goes to done. So let's go look at job in the queue manager. Let's look at step complete and see get a refresher on what it does. So it says the job step is complete. Set the step to done. Well, in here we could do we could do it here. We could still let the step say complete, because I mean, it's complete and it might not be successful, right? Like it might be unsuccessful. So we could have this step here check like, is the successful bit set, or is the reset bit set? If so, then don't run this next step of the job. Just let it die naturally, which might work. We don't serve your kind here. If the job's null, the job name is null, the job who is null, the job start is null. What up, Selkopa? Good morning.
Hello.
How are you doing this morning? Doing pretty good. This night is for me. I'm over in LA. Nice. Where in LA? I used to live in the Marina and then Hawthorne and El Segundo before I moved back to Florida. I really missed it. It was really nice. Unless you meant Louisiana, in which case, cool. Have fun sweating. I know how that feels. Actually, I know more how that feels because I'm further towards the equator than you are. Oh, nice. Woodland Hills. Yeah, I was looking to live in, like, we really liked Simi Valley. I really liked, Woodland Hills was nice. There was another place that I liked, that had, like, and I liked it mostly because the prices were, like, way better. But, man, it was, like, when I moved there, it was ridiculous that you could go from, like, 70 degrees Fahrenheit in the valley to, like, 95 degrees or 70 degrees in the west side to like 90 degrees once you cross through Sepulveda Pass, and it's like, oh Jesus, it is hot as a motherfucker. Like, how does this even happen? Because it was the only time I'd ever lived somewhere where it's like the climate can change in like 5 minutes. It's like, and from one extreme to the other, like, this is so comfortable, to like, holy fuck, what, like, I'm in Florida again, what the fuck happened? Yeah, dude, near the ocean is amazing. I really loved my time there. Being near the ocean was awesome. Like, the worst part I ever had was like the drunks, because we lived right by an Irish pub, so, and we had access to the bike path to get to like Venice and Santa Monica easy, and go down to Manhattan Beach from that too. And then it would like Balboa Creek would go all the way down. You could follow that down to Culver City, so I could ride my bike to work. It was nice. It was good times. It was a really good experience. I'm sad that we moved back here, but I had a better opportunity back here in Florida. But it's nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. That's awesome. We're trying to work on re-queuing a job when a colonist kicks the job back, but doing it in a way that's not fucking retarded, which is hard for me because I'm pretty retarded all the time. Okay, so let's try setting a bit. Unless someone has some major objection, like that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. I'm gonna set a bit on the job saying it's just like a breaker bit, a breaker bool, not a bit. Call it the polar. So the polar is up and running now. That one actually worked. The issue we had with that, which I think we had it fixed by the time you guys had popped in yesterday, was, I mean, the polling works right. I mean, as far as I know, it works right. There's some weird, not weird. There's some cases that we have to catch for certain things, but we're getting that squared away. I think I think it's coming along. Like, we had an issue a couple days ago where it was like, why the fuck is this happening? We were looking at the debugger, and the rider debugger wasn't working as well as like Visual Studio, so it was actually locking up the editor, which was annoying. So then I had to go to Visual Studio and get that figured out. But once that was done, I was like, oh, I'm calling this delegate statically, so it was like calling every single colonist, which is what was causing the null ref. So we got that fixed. That was like a, why the fuck is this happening? But most of these issues now, it's like, oh, I see why they're happening, and they're just simple logic things. There's nothing like big I've overlooked, unless my logic is fucked, of course. So job breaker, maybe breaker's not abort, and it'll default to false. And this will be, we need to abort job for whatever reason. Music making causes me to cry. Well, is that a good cry or a bad cry? Because there's both. Or is it like a mad cry or a sad cry? Or both? No? Could be anything. You're being very vague. Yeah, so let's see. We're setting the job to now have an abort, which doesn't necessarily need to get touched. Let's see if we broke anything in the progress. Nothing's broken here in progress. Boop. Let's go back to the moving object. And we'll set when we recreate the job, we will assign, first thing we'll do is we'll say job.abort equals true. And if a piece of the job is running, this should cause the job to break any worker. Any jobs break any worker threads, workers in a job step. Well, we'll see. We're gonna test out with this move, but it'll need to be in every single worker that we have. It's like, if the job is not in progress, break. But we need to do, has the job been aborted? Actually, we could stay with the logic we were doing before, where we could say, let the damn thing fall out. Yeah, let the thing fall out of it, but set the abort to true, because the second. Okay, we need to requeue the job. We need to requeue the job before we set it to false. Because once this gets set to false is when the job breaks. So we need the abort to be ready before the job breaks, which then triggers this condition to be false, so it will fall out to here. And then when we get to job set job complete, or we job set job step complete, we can check if the job has been aborted here. And then we can say, if the job for my job, job abort. So if the job is aborted, then also return to. And then that should keep any future steps from firing. So it should leave the job in whatever state the pawn leaves it in once they're done requeuing it. Which will be like, and then at the end, now that can't happen in line 2. That'll have to happen. Resetting the abort back will have to happen. Would it have to happen here? Like, it would have to happen somewhere to know that it needs to be picked up again. Or that could be part of the job polar, I guess. Oh, why do you suck? Music making plus Epic Eden times music equals tears of sadness. I suck so bad. Oh, hey, any skill takes practice, right? So just work on it. But it's like, if you think about how diverse your skill set is when you're having to do all this, it's pretty impressive though, because you're having to learn how to make animations, how to make sounds, how to do all this stuff that like in a normal studio is like one person's full-time job. Like there's one dude that does fucking UI sound, and there's one dude that does different sound, and there's one guy that does the modeling, and there's one guy that rigs the model, and there's one guy that fucking shades the model. So it's like we have to do a ton of stuff, so you have to have like a wide breadth of knowledge, which obviously means you can't be as deep. So anyone that gives you shit about that, fuck them, because they don't understand the subject matter expert you have to be across so many different disciplines to make an indie game by yourself. So obviously there's going to be some sacrifices. I got told I looked like a pizza delivery guy today. Nice. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a pizza delivery guy. They're essential workers delivering those pizzas to us. Shove into our pie holes for great profit. Just unplug my whacking tablet like an idiot. Like, why doesn't this thing pull anymore? Well, maybe because you have it plugged in, you dum-dum. Duh. There you go. The best thing doing it on your own does is trains you to learn how to figure your problems faster. No, that's totally true, Sella. Or Selcopa. I don't know how to make models, so doing a game on my own forces me to learn how to make important rig models. Exactly. See, that is exactly true. So we need to say we flip this bit. So where's the best spot to unflip it? Like we can't do it in the colonist here. We can't do it in the colonist here. Because this is gonna happen before the next step happens. We could just break out, see how it works if we break this out as its own step, and then we can do some extra logic there. So we'll return, but we'll also need to set the job. No, motherfucker, did I say that? No. Well, I didn't mean to say that. Set it to false. We'll see if that works. This might not work, but we'll see. We'll test it and see for sure. I've definitely learned more about game design than I thought I would. What I've learned about game design doing my own game is that it's fucking hard, and that a lot of these companies, like this bitch work that we do, that is not really the core game loop, that is like mid-level people that get paid to do that. And like the fucking studs get paid to work on the game loop itself, because that's what matters. But all this other shit also matters, because if your UI sucks, it's like your game sucks. It's like so much work that goes into like 90% bullshit, 5% coffee, and like 2% actual fucking work, and then 3% just like crying and tears of rage. Okay, let's try this and see if this works. Art is my friend. I'm proud of the assets I've made. Music is the enemy. Well, once you get to the point where you understand what you need to do, so there's my friend, she's a musician, so she said it's actually very simple. Like when you think about it, like it's just the I'm gonna fuck this up because it's been a long time. It's been like more than 10 years since she told me this. Music is super simple. It's just like the rhythm and the tempo, and like if you have like a metronome will help. And she's like, there's certain keys to making music, like you want it to be like this certain number of beats per minute, and the rhythm, like there's keys to making music sound good and melodic. And I don't remember what those are, but when she told me, I was like, she's like, so see, everyone thinks it's really hard, but it's a very simple formula that you have to follow. I don't remember what that formula is. But once you figure out what the formula is, the music will be your friend as well. The first 6 months of my designer position was essentially string updates. Nice. So what do you do, Sella? Are you actually a game designer for currently? That's awesome if you are. Because I'm just a total fucking rookie. It'd be like me watching someone fucking do DevOps work on stream that doesn't know it, and like, oh, you fucking... Then I could feel good because I could help and be like, oh, bro, you want to use Ansible, you don't want to fucking write a for loop with SSH script. What the fuck? That's not how we do it in the real world. Come on. Let's put these colonists in here. Then we'll lock them the door. And it's laggy because I've got this game data shown on the inspector. That's not the frame rate you actually get when you don't have that up. Let's put a door there. Boopity boop. Got locked in. And then let's chop it of wood. Chop it of wood. They're the old logs because I don't give a shit about those. Chop it of wood. I see fell out of the loop. Okay. Fell out of the loop. She's requeuing the job. Cool. For Jalicia. This is Kimberly's. This is hers. It still said as it. Oh, it's in progress. That's correct. It's in progress, right? But it didn't reset the. Why didn't it set the? Did she get it reassigned again? Is she in a loop of it being reassigned over and over again? Is that what's happening here? It is what's happening. Okay, it worked properly. Like, so it reassigned her the fucking job again because she's like, she doesn't have a job. Fucking give her the job, bro. Eventually, it reassigned the job after the other colonist was done its work and gave it to her and she could get it. And the reason that I don't care about that is because it's actually a bug that she can't path out of this door. But it lets us handle the case of when you want to requeue a job. So, good. We've got requeuing jobs done. Step 1 for the day done. Let's write down what we got done today. Because it's nice to remember the little victories. So when you're at the end of the day and you're like, fuck, what did we get done? You can say, hey, we got done important shit. Like, we got done important shit like making sure you can requeue a job. And it seemed like the abort we did worked for the most part, so I'm surprised. So then we just say we got this done, right? Done. Leonardo da Vinci autocorrect. Okay. Being a solo game designer is the equivalent of being a master mathematician, the tech guy from The Matrix, Leonardo dancing, and Mozart. That's true. That's totally true. And you can't do any of that. Holy shit, Selcopa, that's awesome, dude. Please don't take this the wrong way. Because I know you are very talented, and I'm sure everyone else there is very talented. I love... Actually, you know, the new fucking Call of Duty was amazing. Like, I haven't played it in a couple years because I felt like it was... I stopped playing it after the original founders left with the whole, like, bullshit, which I'm not trying to, like... I'm sure there's more to the story that we don't know as the public. And they were probably dickheads or whatever, but... So I stopped playing it when they left. And then... But the new Call of Duty... Like, I was like, fuck Call of Duty, I'm never playing it again. But then I saw the fucking trailer for it, and they went back to, like, the... They stopped trying to be like Battlefield and doing, like, all the multiplayer, which a lot of people love, which is cool. And I mean, I like it too. But the thing that always made me buy Call of Duty was for the story. And, like, even though this story was so good, people complained how it was short. But I loved the trash out of it. Like, I finished it in, like, 10 hours or 15 hours or something. It was really good. I really fucking liked it. It was amazing. I can't get to play on my PC because my PC is like a potato, but I finished it on my Xbox. It was amazing. Like, well done. The multiplayer was really fun too, but I don't have a ton of time to do that. But man, that was amazing. Like, that was really, really, really good work. So your team did awesome. Like, you brought someone that hasn't played a Call of Duty since, what was the one? Like, I think Black Ops was the last one I did. And then, because the Black Ops 2 came out, I was like, I don't know. Because there was always the Treyarch ones and then the Infinity Ward ones. And the Treyarch ones were kind of like the bitch Stewie ones, which are like, they're like the B team, obviously. So you brought back at least one person that had sworn off Call of Duty because of Activision owned you guys, right? Activision Blizzard? Yeah, because of Activision. Yeah, because I had to use the fucking Blizzard downloader bullshit to install the game. Like, what the fuck? So you brought back one person that had given up on Call of Duty. So well done, you guys did awesome. Like it was really good. Like that kind of story. Like if you keep making games with that kind of story, I will play the trash out of them, and I will tell, like this. I got into it because I was watching Dropped Frames where they talked about like the house shooting scene where they like came in and like you had to pick, and I was like, dude, that sounds impressive. And I watched it, and then I was like, this is fucking amazing. And I played it, and I was like, dude, that is like heart-poundingly amazing. Like, God, to be like a real life soldier has to be the most stressful shit ever. To have to make those decisions like in the split moment of like of that kind of stuff. Oh, really good. Anyway, sorry for gushing like a fanboy. I was looking at Epic's thing. Morning, Fletcher. I'm sorry I missed you. I apologize. I got talking about ranting. I got ranting, and I didn't mean to miss you. I hope you're having a good morning, sir. I hope it's going good. Yeah, that's the hard thing. That's hard, and that's why you need the B team, right? Do you guys still alternate between you guys doing one and then Treyarch doing another, so you actually get 2 years in between? Which seemed like a really good system, you know, to make sure you're not like having to kill yourselves 24/7. And that's the thing that makes it hard, is like some of the business practices are so scummy that they like the companies take advantage of your passion for making games to fucking grind you down to hit these artificial deadlines, and it's like the scummiest shit ever. I mean, when I worked at big public companies, it's the same shit. Like, you have a date that's immovable, that you have to do everything you need to do in this date, and God forbid there's like something that causes scope creep or something that loses time because you don't get any more time. It's like, nope, you fucking hit this, so you either... It's just... Yeah, I really dislike how some of the companies grind you guys down, and like they take advantage of your passion to make money off of you, and like, ugh. Hopefully it's worthwhile, at least. Hopefully you get like good compensation for like the end of the bonuses after the game ships and stuff. But like with Borderlands 3, where they're like, oh, you guys aren't getting your bonus because, you know, for reasons. It's like, what the fuck? Like, you promise people stuff, you need to give it to them. It's like unconscionable. Like, that's one reason I won't get Borderlands now. One, because Randy Pitchford is a cocksucker, and he personally makes me want to stab him in the face. And the game it seemed very samey to Borderlands 2, which is fine. So I didn't play it, but now after hearing that they're like dicking people out of their bonuses and shit, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna give you fuckers money if you're gonna do that to your employees. Fuck you guys. I will vote with my wallet. You can suck my dick. Sorry for being ranty. So Riku jobs that can't be done is done? Maybe? I think? Hopefully? How do I close this motherfucker? Or do I have to go and hit close? Or assign? Mark as complete? Yeah. Bug 1 done. Okay. Cool. And we still need to do this one. Before we kick off a move to job, we need to verify the path is walkable. Which should be good. But there's one other... Let me make another issue, because we have an issue where the map atlas is being weird. When we mine out some rocks, it's not updating the map atlas to be pathable. There are some issues with the map atlas that causes... There's some issues with the map atlas that causes it to not be 100% correct. Example, when you mine out a mountain tile, the Pathfinder, the Atlas, so it might not be map atlas. So let's just worry out what happens. When you mine out a mountain tile, it seems like the map, it seems like the reachability zone isn't updated. The reachability zone isn't updated. Dude, one other thing, Salcopa, which is really weird. We did Let 'em Dare last weekend, and I made a game, or no, it was 2 weekends ago. So 2 weekends ago, we made a game over 48 hours for Let 'em Dare, and one of the guys that hang out in my chat, Sir Groogy, is a Paradox developer. So he works on EU4. So we did our Ludum Dares, and then for some reason he's like, they invited me to do a retro on it with them, and it was weird being like with two like Paradox professional developers and me like being a scrub talking about our games, and I was like, I felt like totally like one of those I'm not worthy moments, you know? Jacob Minoff and Taylor Kurosky came from Naughty Dog and brought loads of narrative experience that helped. Dude, Naughty Dog is amazing. When I lived in Santa Monica, or when I lived in the Marina, I went to their studio just because I love all their work. Like, their work is amazing at Naughty Dog. And I know that it's the thing that people sometimes forget is it's not the company, it's the people. So when the people that make the company, the image it has when they leave, that image kind of fades. But yeah, those Naughty Dog dudes are awesome. You guys did really good. It's all good. Yeah, up at 6 again today. Not as productive, but feeling good. Yourself? I am doing pretty good, Fletcher. Like, I think now that we've got past that motivational issue of like why the fuck is this job not running, I'm feeling good that we can like bang these bugs out, because they're just logic. It's not trying to figure out what the fuck is happening. Is this magic? What the fuck? We're on a 3-year dev cycle. Sledgehammer makes a game usually. Oh, I've never even heard of Sledgehammer. There's pros and cons of working on COD schedule. On our end, we have deadlines and there are parts that are going to happen, so we got to be ready. On the other side, I have friends at studios without their deadlines, they go 5 years without shipping a title. Yeah, I know, I agree. There's got to be a balance of like, you can't work on stuff infinitely. Because I think I assume when I worked at Media Temple and we released our WordPress product, there's like this cathartic release when we released it, and then there's also the joy of like getting the feedback from our customers that were using it and like loving it. Like, that shit is like great for your motivation. So if you don't release a game, like, I think like you said, like when you release the game, it's got to feel great. Like when someone like me is like, dude, your game is fucking amazing, and you're reading all the reviews about it, and you're like, fuck yeah, I was a part of this, I helped make this, like, that's fucking awesome. And like when people specifically call out shit you did, it's like, I fucking did that, was my decision, that's awesome. Like, that has to be awesome. So if you don't ship a game, you kind of miss that, like, that feeling of you've delivered a product and people like, because you're making games because you want people to play them and you want them to be liked. And if you don't ship anything, it's like, yeah, one of my mottos is never let perfect be the enemy of good enough. And like, good enough should always be good enough. Like, that Call of Duty was good enough. Like, if there was stuff that you guys didn't get in there, like, who gives a fuck? Because that game was good enough. Like, it was really good. I mean, good enough isn't to take away from it. Like, it wasn't perfect, but it was good enough, and it was an amazing experience, and it was worth the $60. Like, I hands down loved it. I thought it was amazing. Yeah, done is better than perfect. Yeah, I always just call it good enough. I was like, because there's so many people that I worked with that are like the type A people where it's like, it has to be perfect before you can ship it. It's like, no, motherfucker, it has to get done. We have a deadline, so let's get it good enough, and let's get that fucker out the door. Like, we don't get extra time. It's like we don't stay in business if we don't ship this motherfucker, because we need the money. So we got to get it out the door. Which, there's a fine line between shipping something that you know is like in a bad state. It's like it's a balancing act. Like, I've been on, like when I was in leadership at the GoDaddy subsidiary, it was, you know, there's a lot of things that go into making those decisions that aren't all cut and dried for sure. Fuck Fruity Loops, dude. I'm done. Try Audacity. Fuck Audacity. Use the thing I sent you, the audio tool. Like, Audacity is all right, but it's not super great. Like, use audio tool I sent you. Fuck Fruity Loops. Done is better than perfect. Or not. Maybe you need to jump to something else. Like, if it's one thing I've learned by watching Dean, who's like the creator of DayZ, is you got to keep your motivation up. So if you're getting burned out on music, do something else for a little bit, and let your subconscious work the problem for you. So when you mine on a mountain tile, it seems like the reachability zone isn't updated. Then the pawn can't move into that hex. So let's fix that bug. Let's go in and work on that now. So it'll be easy to duplicate. We're gonna go mine a tile, and then we're going to tell the colonists, the pawn, to move into it. And they're not going to be able to make it there. Oh, well, so say the same thing, don't do something else? Well, I think we've gotten through the hard pieces. And like I've said repeatedly, I would totally put this aside to do something else if it was not the, like, Remember when Dean was talking about the very first thing I did was make sure that I could get the network layer to work right, and I could get the scale that I wanted, or there's no sense making this game. So this work system is the same thing. Like if we can't get the work system to work flawlessly, then there's no sense adding the other features. Because this is basically the game loop is like, you fucking create a job and the player does the job. Like that is the core game loop at its essence. You paint things on the map for the game to do, and then the game figures out how to do it. And if we can't get that working, then we're just wasting our time doing this. So, but I mean, I think it's workable. It's just a lot of the issues we've run into are just me being a fucking retard. No offense to retards. My cousin has Down syndrome. He's way better than I am. Oh, I need to fix my green screen later. It is making me lose my mind. Okay. So let's mine a hex. We'll mine a bunch of hexes that are exposed to the world. And again, the lag's because of that shit over there. Oh, why is that happening? That's probably happening because it's assigning. Where's their move location be assigned to? This job. Wait till it picks up a location. Just constantly falling out. Is it falling out because the job isn't... I would bet it's trying to path to here. Let's see. So yeah, path not found. So it's trying to do path finding and it's not finding it. Oh yeah, I could totally be trying to overcomplicate things. So if there's like, do it this way, like if I'm missing some stupid simple way to do it, I will totally see. Pay someone a fiver. That's a good idea, Epic. Well, I mean, totally, I enjoyed the discussion, and I'll admit if I'm being wrong. Or I will typically try to admit if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm I mean, I don't think this is complicated stuff, is it? Like, am I overthinking that? This seems like a very simple thing to me. Maybe it isn't simple. Maybe it is complicated. But, or maybe there's different ways to break it into smaller pieces for me. Okay, so path isn't found. So she's saying this job. She's saying starting the job, moving to 12.140, which is right. And then here's where it's checking the grid to see if it's actually walkable. Deepest node is 12.139, which is this guy. So it is trying to, they're trying to path us into a hex we can't walk to. So we need to make sure when a job finishes that it's actually updating the map atlas properly. So if we look at the map atlas on the object list, right here, here's all the positions of the terrain and then the object type that's there. And then bushes is just a list of hexes with object types. Then map atlas is the list of object types, and then any jobs that are listed there, if it's got a job on it. So when we complete a mining job, it's not updating this to say it's walkable. So watch, we can do, let's unpause it. Because it's just gonna loop this forever. Let's cancel this job so it stops fucking spamming the logs. Oh, it did not like that. It did not like canceling the job since I added, removed it. Okay. So we'll add a bug. We'll add a bug for this. It's always simple until it's not. Hey, if you've got ideas to make it simpler, I'm all fucking game. Like, I'm not afraid of like you've been going down this path the wrong way. It's very simple. You just do this and that. It's like, oh, okay, like, cool. So I'm totally open to, you know, learning when I'm being dumb and overthinking it for sure. So we need add a bug for when you cancel a job. Canaries. Null refs because it's setting the job to done. And that's running moving object that remove job. When you cancel job, it's NRAs. Let's put the... Can you paste pictures into here? Oh, if you can, then let's just do a picture then. Because I just downloaded Epic Pen yesterday. And it's like showing the X on the wrong thing. Okay, let's take a screenshot. Yeah, if I can paste it in, that'd be perfect. That would be super duper duper clutch. Can I paste it in here? Oh, that's perfect. Okay, then I can just take screenshots for issues now. Fuck you. Quit new issue. Because then I can move forward. Like, if I get it documented to know how to fix it, now we can move on to the next thing and just ignore this till later, till we want to fix it. Instead of, like, doing everything just in time. Okay, perfect. Perfecto. Okay, so let's do... Just to verify, we're going to put one mining job, and then we're going to try to path into it. Because the hypothesis is that when we delete the hex in the mountain, the map atlas isn't being updated right. Well, we know the reachability zone is not being updated right. Well, we don't know, but we assume. Our hypothesis is the map objects are being updated. The map atlas is not being updated. Okay, so now we're going to say path here. You can see the pathfinder over yonder. We're going to say... Not only does it not work, it just fucking... No, go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out of here, sir. Oh. Okay. We have a bug there we gotta fix. We should only motherfucker. Oh my goodness. We should only requeue the job if there's a job. If job assigned. Your job. Or if job assigned is not null. That should fix that bug. Because I mean we've done so many parts of it, Killpon. We've done the map generation, which is really hard. We've done the terrain generation. We've done the building system. We've done the dynamic tile sets. Like there's so many, and we've done the pathfinding. There's so many big systems that are done that this is, I can't think of another big combat. Combat's going to be another big system, but I can't think of something that's on the magnitude of like this kind of core system right here. So hopefully it's all downhill from this point, although that's totally wishful thinking, and I'm sure that's future me is gonna laugh and be like, haha, you fucking moron. Like, of course this isn't the hardest thing you had left, you sack of garbage. That was all easy stuff. The hard stuff is yet to come. Not priorities. Let's do a mining. Okay, it doesn't break this time. Awesome. So we're gonna move here. Hopefully it's not gonna null ref this time. Perfect. So now we're gonna say clear the logs. We're going to say move to here. Okay, and it doesn't work. Path isn't walkable. It's fine. Okay. Then let's mine something that doesn't have a pre-mined hex so we can see what's going on. Oh, what the fuck happened there? Unset the job? Oh, what? What's going on, Mo? What's going on, mate? Oi! Okay. What's your damage? Okay, I'll take it, because I don't really... Interesting. Morning, Philip. How are you doing, sir? For future you. Yes. Future me is going to be like, oh, fuck you, you fucking moron. Let's make that a command right now. Future you. Oh god. That this is, I can't think of another big combat. I'm gonna eat this shit. System, but I can't just think of something that's on the magnitude of like this kind of core system right here. So hopefully it's all downhill from this point. Although that's totally wishful thinking, and I'm sure that's Drew's gonna laugh and be like, haha, you fucking moron. Like, of course this isn't the I look forward to that actually being thrown in my face. That's gonna be fun. How are you doing, Philip? How's your day going? How's your paperwork for the central bureaucracy coming along? I hope it's good. I really look forward to that being thrown in my face later. Like, hey, dickhead, remember when you said that it was all downhill from this thing? Remember that? Yeah, fuck you. That's gonna be fun. Hey, I wouldn't be anything if I wasn't full of shit. A pretty fair amount of time. What the fuck? Oh, you couldn't sleep? That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Why not? Like, worries in your head or bad back pain? What happened? Motherfucker, you didn't reach your destination. Oh, are you calling? No, you're walking through a whole spline, so you shouldn't, well, you're walking through a whole waypoint system, so you should be okay. Oh, you just watch Netflix all night? Nice. Waypoint reached, and then you stopped. And then you call stop moving. Is that stop moving? That's your moving object, okay. Why did you call stop moving? Stop moving happens when you reach the... Okay, when you reach the end of the line, you stop moving. And if moving destination's false, you stop moving as well. Why do we have two fucking stop moving things, you fucking idiot? God, what a moron you are. Why are you doing that twice? Here's where you stop moving. When you hit the waypoint, you stop moving. When you follow path, if your moving destination gets set to false, you stop moving. That seems like a weird thing to happen. Because you're set to stop moving, but then other shit just keeps going on. Like here, you can totally stop moving. That's fine if you reach the path. So if you reach the waypoint, that's totally what the old behavior used to be. Where's the odd one out, which is this is... Yeah, if you somehow stop moving, fall out, totally fine as well. And that doesn't really happen often. You stop moving because you hit the waypoint. Okay, so you destination reached, not just waypoint reached, but you reach where you're supposed to go. Which is weird because you shouldn't have been told to go there. Let's try that one more time. What are we watching on Netflix? Anything good, Philip? Mr. Philip J. Fry? So if we look at the debug, you can see the reachability zone. The reachability zone here. So these aren't reachable. So what should happen is we mine this out and then it becomes the same green because it's the same reachability zone. So hopefully it's a quick fix. But I still have the stuff written down for the test-driven development for Unity that I got a couple weeks ago during the Let 'em Dare. I should probably look into that as well. That'll keep me from fucking myself all the time. I know what it was, I think. I think it's because I right-clicked thinking I was going to like remove the marker, but that's not how the UI works. And I think I set a destination for myself. which that'll be, let's add an issue for that before you forget that we need to make it so when we need to actually set draftability as a toggle instead of leaving it on by default, because it's on by default and that fucks up everything because you don't really control colonists that way. Draftability. We need to have colonists not selectable, not drafted until we toggle that on. That's what happened. So we have an issue for that now. So yeah, just start making issues, then we're good. So now we can debug what happened at the end of the job. Why didn't this hex get fixed? Let's pause this. Let's write down this hex location. No, not me, you fucking moron. This hex is, so this is 12,140. 1240, and it didn't update the walkability. You don't need a screenshot of anything more than this. Actually, Pro, so we can get the logs. Screenshot. Let's add the issue we're working, and the issue we're working is map atlas review. We're doing it here. We're doing it live. Okay. So let's see where we are when the job gets completed. So it's recreating the grid. Which that should be the piece that fixes it. Create grid should fix the map atlas, but maybe it doesn't. Let's see. Yeah, they're mining. Replacing the tool. Start mining. Here's where it's checking. So this is calling map atlas to check the HP of the rock, which is 100. And then the mining mod, which is 1,000, so that it goes through really quickly. Work units are 0, so that's why the hex disappears. That's in go mine here. So this is where it replaces the top. Well, it sets the work. So it's in a while loop until the work for the hex is done, and then once the work for the hex is done, and this is where it resets everything. So this should actually be doing. So we're removing the old mountain or granite from the list, because that's all that's there. They can totally do this better eventually. But for now, we're just saying remove any highlights. Remove the highlight of the fucking the mining symbol over top of it. Remove the mountain or granite from the global list on the map atlas, and then delete. What am I doing twice? Why am I doing this twice? Moron. Same goddamn command. Oh, delete from map atlas. Those are different. So the global list and map atlas. Now that's probably something we could simplify, because I'm confident I'm overthinking that, because you know I'm a maroon. You're a maroon. I am a maroon. I'm a maroon 5 without a Lamborghini. Okay. Let's see. And thanks for everyone hanging out this morning. I hope you're all having a good morning. But it's probably par for the course. Let's open a map atlas over here. Let's split this horizontally. Up here we'll go to remove from grid. Remove from global list. Boop. And then over down here we'll go to delete from map atlas. Way to keep your naming nomenclature the same, you fucking shitbird. Delete from the global list of objects in the map. Okay. Delete an object from the global type list. This is the list of all doors, all trees, etc. Do not confuse this with the I'm glad I had the foresight to warn myself. Do not confuse this with delete from map atlas, which removes an item from the global list. Really global, like for reals, for really reals, for realsy real. Okay. You pretentious dickbag. Hey, thank you for the follow, Berg Zerg Arcade. Welcome to Biscuit Brigade, as said by my 6-year-old.
Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade.
And we've got an emote that's going up. That'll be Beweet High. That'll be a picture of my daughter drawing this cat that was waving hello. It'll be pretty awesome. Well, I'm insane, so it should matter. I like to be funny in my comments, you know? It helps me when I look back on it and be like, what a dickhead you are. How did you ever think this was a good idea? Yeah, so here's where it's doing bushes, trees, terrain, structures and walls, rocks, case 4, doors. Where is this case 4? And this case 4 is the object type, I'm guessing? Okay. Let me see if anything is on case 4, because case 2 would be terrain. So let's look at the map object database and see if rock is door. Hey, I'm not perfect, that's for sure. So when I was reviewing the video from Tynan about how he does stuff in RimWorld, because he talked about how he has multiple lists, and he talked about how he has a global list, but then he also has item-specific lists, so he could find. And the reason that's the case is like, so when you double click on a tree in RimWorld, and it has a separate list that he just iterates over that list, like, oh, I clicked on a bush, so he's got a list of all the bushes. So I'm copying what he did there, so that we have a list of bushes. So when you double click them, it does that. Yeah, let me find it. It's from years ago. Like it'll show you how long that I've been working on this game, because I started even before this. I remember this came out. I think I was in Florida at the time, because if it's 2015, I'm in Florida. No, 2014. So I still lived in California when I probably didn't see this till I lived in Florida, because this is when he rolled out the region system. Yeah, and it was really invaluable. Like I liked it. I probably put a comment on it, but yeah. It's really good. It's a super duper good reference to why he did it. And that's why I did it the way I did. So that's why it's like, why are you doing it that way? And that's why. Which I should make a note of that in the code so I remember. Because that's actually a pretty good point why you're doing it. Individual items let us do things like when you double click a bush, it highlights all bushes. Because it's cheaper to go through a list of that and like highlight all of the ones that are in your frustrum than it is to go through the list of all objects that could be massively big. Great true comment. This was absolutely brilliant. Any chance you could do more like this for developers? This sort of thing is gold dust. Which comment are you talking about, Fletcher? Do you have a connection between the job step and objects required for it? Yes, but I think it could use a pass on you know, demystifying it a bit, which maybe we set aside time to do, because this is going to be like a refactoring. This is going to be like a peeling a painful scab off. Oh, Oh, I was like, what are you talking about, Fletcher? Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, it's a really good video. And it was like super helpful, for sure. So I think we do have a link to it. So let's see, the object ID it's looking for to remove from the sub list is, that's tree list, bush list. Where's the mountain list? Terrain list is where we're looking here. So we should see, when we look in the map object database, we should see granite and rock as an object ID too. And I have to make this a little bit better. I'd like to add something to search for this, because this is super tedious at the moment. It's only gonna get more tedious as we add more things in here. Granite. So granite is object type 10, which is why it's not working. Where's my little doobie doobie? Control Shift R. No. Oh, so I guess Control Shift R is also a different thingy-mabobber. Boop. Oh. The game thinks 2 is what you should be. No. No thanks, boss. And then I think if we look at mountain, let's see, mountain's gonna be the same or not. Mountain's probably on page 1. Mountain's on page 1. Getting started can be one of the hardest things. No, totally true. Like there's so many tutorials, especially related to Unity, on getting started and the easiest way to make XY, but advanced information approaches insights are few and far between. Yeah. No, I agree. Sometimes getting out of your head and actually just trying it is what'll get you unstuck. Because until you try something, you don't know what's going to work or what's not. Like getting stuck in like analysis paralysis is like the fucking worst. So mountain would work. So a mountain should let's test that. Like we should be able to mine this mountain tile. And it should be walkable. Okay, so let's go to the debug. Turn on the reachability zones. Nope. Well, motherfucker. Well, fuck me then. So much for that fucking hypothesis. Okay. But mountain is set as 2. This will have to get refactored because this is fucking jank. Jankety jank. Yo, mama's so jank. No. Boss? And then 3. Need you to be bigger. Need you to be fatter, girl. Girl, you need to be bigger. You little small girl. Highlight. Oh, yeah. Make a list. Do the list. Game finished. Win. I say that and I'm no better. I'm trying to get started streaming my side project stuff. And then I get stuck and be like, oh, fuck. Dude, Sella, I keep calling you Sella, I'm sorry. So Copa, like, just start streaming, because that's been super helpful. Like, as you probably know, like, the motivation is, like, the biggest thing of, like, oh, fuck, I have this problem I have to fix. It's, like, sucking my will to live. I don't want to do it. But streaming, like, the problem we had the other day that I worked through with the static stuff, I probably would just put the game on hold for a week. Because of the motivation. I'd been like, fuck this, I don't know, and walked away. But because chat was here and I'm like accountable to chat, even if there's nobody in the chat, and I still think I'm accountable to chat, so it like changes the way that I'm working. It's kind of like when you're doing something, when you're working in the office in front of people and you kind of have to look like you're productive even though you might have no will to live. But when you're working from home, if you have no will to live, you're just like, I'm gonna go make some popcorn and go fucking eat. So I don't know. For me, it helps to stream, even if there's no one there. Like the mentalness, the mental feeling makes it easier for me to push through and keep my motivation going. So I would just recommend streaming. Is what's the worst thing? And you're like a fucking Infinity Ward developer, so you're gonna get like, once people start seeing that, you're gonna get like mad follows. Like, oh my god. And then you're gonna get tons of fanboys. And then since it's Call of Duty, you'll probably get the people that are just the Paradox developers that are in here are like, Paradox is different. I think they'd get less trolls, but you guys are probably gonna get a ton of fucking trolls. Because that's just a more mainstream game. Like Grand Strategy isn't super mainstream, but like everyone knows COD, so like, you're a homo. You're gonna get the fucking that'll be the that would be the worst. Like I used to get people that would talk shit about GoDaddy all the time. Like, well, yeah, okay, cool. You're not gonna get me to say shit about my boss on live stream, so go fuck yourself, you idiot. Okay, so that didn't work. So that doesn't look like it works. So let's see. So that just removes it from the train list. So the questions we have to answer are, when we remove a tile from the train list, what does that actually do? We need to answer that question. And then the next part of it is removing from removing from the global database. Removing from the global database. It passes the same object ID. Object type mountain. Granite's not going to get it because actually Granite might actually work. You might actually have it set properly. So we do have it set. Okay, so it is, that would work. Go me. I'm a genius. And here's where it's building the map atlas. So this is where, will this fix the reachability zone? Let's see. Build map atlas single hex. Streaming is like multi-person code review. Totally. It is like multi-person code review. That's what I mean. It's a different crowd than, you know, Call of Duty. I mean, I'm sure if Paradox added like a teabag feature, it might be a thing. But in Paradox, it'd be like a tea, like an actual teabag. You know, it wouldn't be like, they'd classy it up, you know, because they're classy people. They don't appeal to the dregs of society like Call of Duty does. Although, man, Call of Duty was awesome. Like, I remember when we used to play MOA, Medal of Honor, and it was good. It was fun. We loved that. And then the first Call of Duty came out, and it was like, oh my god, like the thing we all loved was like, you would see bullets that missed, you'd see a little cloud of dirt pop up on the ground. It was like the original Call of Duty. It was like World War II. It was like, oh, this is so good compared to that. And then Call of Duty 2 was good, and then they went with Modern Warfare, which was like good. I still miss, you know, the World War II aspect, but you know, it has been 20 years, so I guess it makes sense. Oh, it's been 20 years. That's fucking nuts. Okay. Build single map atlas. What do we do here? Building atlas for hex may take a while. Start, stop the top. What is that commented out for? Objects a list. My hex. Dude, I know. The graphics are so realistic. Yeah, fuck. I remember playing, I forget the name of it. Maybe it was Top Gun, the F-14 simulator that they had on Commodore 64, and trying to like land on the carrier, and it was just like, really, you have like 10 colors or like 8 colors on the screen, and you're just like somehow able to discern that you're landing on a carrier, and just like, this is so cool looking. But now it would be like, it looks like trash. But yeah, nostalgia, man. When it's the only thing you've ever seen and there's no way to graphically represent it, and then you see like just little pixels, it's like amazing. Add object to list. Where the fuck does that? Do we have a map atlas over here? I think we do. Oh, okay. Did you leave my second copy of Pages open, you fucking asshole? Really dislike that you do that to me. Adopts a list for you. So you get the tiles. 2, 3, 5. Layer 2 is... I want to have these called actual game manager instead of just being a random number that I don't know what it fucking means. Fuck me. Layer 2. Layer 2 is mountain. Oh no, actually this is tile map 2. That would have been a big... Tile map 2 is wall layer. And then 3 is item layer. Yeah, I started this 7 years ago, and 7 years ago I was a lot more noobish with understanding how things worked. So, yeah, even I come back, I'm like, fuck, what an idiot I was. But I mean, I think any good developer worth their salt would do that. Like, what you learn when you're starting things out and you're more junior, when you come back and if you looked, like if I looked at the first like DevOps thing I ever did, I would probably like cringe and be like, oh god, what a fucking idiot you are. So I think anyone that has progression in like real life in their skill set, they should come back and be like, oh god, I've learned so much, I've come so far. You know, and I think that's a good thing that we have when we feel that way. You know, it shows you're learning and learning how to do things better. You know, when I made this first bit of code, I was no different than the guy that founded the company I work at now, where he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He did it. He just made it work. And it's sloppy and it's rough and it's not the way I would have done it as like a professional, but he's fucking a multimillionaire and I suck dick for a living. So let's see how that falls, you know? So he did not let perfect be the enemy of good enough. He was all about good enough. So that's just something to keep in mind when you like look down your glasses at someone. Well, you didn't do it the right way. It's like, well, I'm rich and you're a fucking scrub, so go fuck yourself. Which is the first thing he said to us too. He's like, hey, you know, I know my code isn't great. I know I made a lot of mistakes, but it got me to where I am today and I'm rich, so I can't complain. Like he literally said that and I was like, hey, that's a straight answer. I can appreciate the fuck out of that. RTX on. That's just checking the layers. So it's getting the tile for each one of those layers. Now it's looping through everything in the map object database. And this is, when it says map object database, this is the scriptable object. Just to make it clear, this is looping through the map object DB, which is the scriptable object of all potential tile, all potential tiles. At the end of the day, they're all a tile. Why did I name this count? Like what? DNT. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Who does that? I'm gonna refactor that to be I, because it should be I. I. So if there's something on the wall layer, so this is adding shit to the list. I don't think this isn't actually even touching the fucking reachability stuff. So this has nothing to do with what we're doing at all. Like this might still be broken, or it might not be broken. Who fucking knows? But it's not. It's not. Yeah. So this is just update the tiles on the map. Recreate. Actually, this is where we should be resetting reachability growth. Yeah. Let's just build a goal grid. Fresh mine. So I'm setting this to a group that doesn't. So it's setting it to 9999. So I must be. Okay. Okay. I know what's going on. So this is this should actually be saying go into the reachability group, but I don't think we're updating the reachability group anymore after we start. No. Okay, so let's note that we create the reachability map. Fuck you. We create the reachability map on load of the game, but it appears we're missing something because we're setting this node to say this is its group. I'm guessing there should be another job that comes back through and cleans that up. We create the reachability map on load of the game, but it appears we're setting the freshly mined hex to setting it to this, and we're expecting some other helper to come along and clean that up. Like, we're expecting something in the background to like pick it up is like a job to say, hey, because once this is going to take us to the flood fill stuff. So there's a flood fill algorithm that builds all these things out, and this is going to be another one of those things where I'm like, I thought the job system was hard, but the flood fill shit, I think that's what made me quit the game before. Is like, fuck this. So we wrote this flood fill algorithm that'll fill through the whole world, and it'll build out reachability groups based on that. So it seems like we should have something that runs as these hex change to refill, because let's pull up the map. Let's pull up the map, Jack. So if we, and this is more for my benefit than you guys. Well, it's for your benefit too, but I do it because it helps me. So if we're to like, let's turn on the grid. Well, when we turn the grid on before, you'll see like this whole pause, bug, turn the reachability map, pause again. So here's the two grids. Like you see here, there's one color, and down here, there's another color. Color 1. Zone 1, Zone 2. And that's fine on build, but the map's going to be living. Like we're going to be building houses. Like this is a big house here. Wow, it's such a big house, but that needs to become Zone 3 because it's its own thing. We mined out this hex right here, and right here, there needs to be a job that comes through and says, these hexes were freshly mined. There should be a job that's constantly polling, finding these hexes and flood filling to see where they fit. So it should see, oh, this job fits into this zone, so it's now, we need to add it to Zone 1. You know, so we're missing that. So it looks like there's nothing that's checking the freshly mined zones to add that to the map atlas. So let's take a look at that now, and we'll probably start crying soon. Because if there's anything I've learned, it's not the most, it's straightforward, but you know, my brain power can only do so much. So let's go look at how we originally set reachable groups, which should be in Board Manager, because then we can see how we can make a worker to do that. And actually there's another piece. So there's the reachability zones is one piece, and then there's another flood fill we have to do for regions, which is going to be fun. So let's see if we can find it. I hope everyone's having a good morning. Board Manager, where are you? When we get created, we should do the get tile map. Yeah, knows that though. Everyone knows that. Yes, everyone knows that for sure. Date. Where's the spawn colonist? Yeah, go away. Generate random names. Yeah. Theoretical brick. Yeah, that was pretty neat. Proud of that. I'm actually proud of that. Like that was good work. And it mostly works, and it hasn't fucked us in the ass a lot, so that's a plus. Calculate map from scratch. Okay. We calculate the map. We do it past the trees. We do bushes. We rebuild the grid. And here's build regions is we don't need this. The build region shit is kind of screwy too. And the concept of regions versus reachability zones, like why are they different? What's the deal with reachability zones versus regions? Let's make sure we have an issue for regions. Okay. Get regions working. It's regions working again. The region was like take a break to read Tynan's game design book. Dude, that game design book is awesome. Like I've got it. I've got the ebook of it, and it was very helpful. Yeah, it was super duper helpful. Fuck. Where's hold? Hold on. No racism. Okay, there. Now we're good with that. You know how to trigger me. Stop it. That's not funny. Like, it's like when someone goes into Dean's chat and is like, "Hey, why aren't you using a int? Why are you using a byte and not an int, mate?" Like, well, let me tell you, 4 bytes versus 1 byte, motherfucker, or 4 bits versus 1 bit. That's like the same thing. You mentioned that fucking buffoon, and I break my own rules of talking about politics. Ugh. Okay, make regions work. Make regions working again. Jesus, make regions work again. What they're for is they're supposed, if I recall correctly, they're supposed to be the linkage between rooms. So they're supposed to be like, you've built this room, and it's its own contiguous flood fill, so it gets its reachability group, but the region is what says. Here, let's draw it out on the old blackboard. Shift B. There it is. So let's draw it on the blackboard. That's a little too black for me though. It's a little heavy black, but let's see. Hopefully you guys can still see. Tell me if not. So you've got like your main contiguous area here. Like, hey, this is zone 0. And then you build a little fucking house in here. And that's zone 1. And you have a door here, you know, to get through. So the region is supposed to say this hex, like 3 by x3 y4 is a link between z0 and z1. So that's what it's supposed to do. I should take a screenshot of it. That'll be helpful. Boop. Then let me turn the blackboard off and then close that out. Thanks, Skill Pond. Make regions. The dyslexicness in me. Make regions work again. Regions are supposed to be a link. Are supposed to, I think, that's the caveat, be a link between different flood fill zones. And the regions are what's going to let us like path out of that room. When we put the door there, it's supposed to say, and I had it working before, but I broke it, you know, surprise, surprise, puppy surprise. You're such a shitbag, Kill Pond. I can't wait to play your game and criticize your work. Be like, hey, that fish has teeth that are too good for a British fish. Thank you for making me laugh. I appreciate it. Is Y not up in most 3D engines? So you actually have the choice with Unity when you make, let me show you. When you make a grid with Unity, you can say how the cells are aligned. So you can do CZY if you want, because it's 2D. This is a 2D grid, so you can determine if you want Z to be the X or the Y, so you get control over it. And I like, and yeah, Y is different between Blender and Unreal and like 3ds Max. So that's something to totally think about. Like the last time I did a model, I did remember the, Y is up in Unity, and it's, you know, so it's totally something you have to pay attention to. That'll like fuck you over if you're not paying attention, for sure. But Unity gives you control here for the way you call it. And then even on the terrain layer, I think you also get the ability to, or on the tile map, you get to do, I guess not. But yeah, you set it at the grid layer, what you want it to be. Like you can even change this grid from being a rectangle grid to being hexes, or even isometric. And you can use Z as Y specifically there. So that'll probably break everything. Yeah. Hey, look, there's our isometric. That actually doesn't look too bad. Isometric map for the win. Okay, now it's repainting. That goes. Hexagons. And then it's going to show. What is it going to show? It's just going to show everything is like a hexagon now? That's fucking trippy. But and then it's like, do you have pointy hexagons or do you have, they even let you do flat hexagons, isn't it? There's a way to do flat hexagons with them. Or maybe there's not. Maybe they're just pointy top hexagons. Because they're just communists. Oh, that really done fucked everything up. Oh, that was bad. Bad? Boss? Okay. Let's reset this. And hopefully everything goes back to the way it should have been. The engine lets you define it. So you have control over it. Like with the grid and tile maps it does. With 3D objects, you don't get to control it. You just know that Unity defines this up. But it'll be okay. I spent 20 minutes debugging something assuming Z was up down last night. Nice. Well, now you know. Are you doing it in Unity too, Kill Pond? I don't remember. No, you are, right? I think. Or are you doing Unreal? No, you're doing Unity. Yeah, you're doing Unity because you're doing the I'm GUI stuff. Did you get the I'm GUI stuff working, by the way? Because I'm really going to want to pick your brain, because I think I want to redo it too, because fucking working with a Unity UI is tedious as fuck. And when I read, I thought there was some new magic UI coming, and it isn't a new magic UI. They're just doing this, they're just letting you use like CSS and shit, which is not, maybe it's going to be better, but I'd rather, I guess, use the one that you and Dean are using. More bloat. So you didn't get the I'm GUI working. Okay. So we made this thing about making regions work again. We need to then see about reachability zones. Like there should be something that we need to run. Here's okay. I'm gonna pull a Dean, and I'm gonna let you guys decide what we do. Are we going to fix regions first, or are we going to fix reachability zones first? And let's see. How do I make a fucking poll? There's a poll. Okay. Hang in there. We're loading. Create a new poll. Fix regions or get reachability zone refresh. Refresh working. Because they both need to happen, and they're both kind of, I could squint and see both of them. There's your poll. You have 60 seconds to tell me what you want to do. Do I get to vote? I don't ever use my desktop. That's the secret, Fletcher. That's the secret. Fuck Epic. That's a little vicious, but it's okay. Every year he moves it all to a new old folder. I don't touch it. That's the secret. I don't touch shit. But I just never look at it for sure. Oh, we're tied. 1-1. Oh no. Who's gonna win? Fix regions or get reachability working? And now that I know, like the reason I didn't fix regions before was because the editor, when I'd go into debug mode with Ryder, was locking up, so I just said fuck it. But now that I know I can use Visual Studio if I need to, when we're going to need to debug what the fuck's happening, then we might actually be able to figure it out. Fix regions. Okay. I do that with my external hard drive, Killpond. I have many archive folders. Okay, well, fix regions is next. So, well then let's figure this out. Okay. So we're going to uncomment this, and we're going to see it all break. It's going to be amazing. What will make him most angry? In fairness, you know, that's a reasonable assumption. But it's actually fun, like working through problems with you guys. Like you guys have helped me figure out so many things. Like if you have to make me mad a little bit to get some, you know, to bring some balance to the force, because I'm up here with your guys' help. Like, I'm like loving your help. You're super helpful. You've helped me work through, like, go with enums instead of stuff for the work system. You know, there's been a ton of stuff that you guys have all done to help me, and I'm super appreciative. So if you got to make me a little angry to level the playing field, that's cool. Yeah, be like, I don't need a desktop. Where I'm going, I don't need a desktop. Okay, so build region list. So it's doing flood fill stuff. What are we doing here? Well, we're doing flood fill shit for sure. This will... Can you make that not fucking little? Okay. Just grandpa font. Okay. This will build out the regions by going length and width down the region max size and building boxes. Okay. Whatever that means. Cool. We're starting off at 0, 0. Oh, we're looping through the whole map here, and we're making a new region. Okay. This is going to be fun. Next bottom x equals x plus region max size. Where's max size getting set for this? Oh, this must be... It's a game data setting? It says max x size, you fucking moron. Do we have a... Think of this as 15 by 15, okay. So that's why I have one variable. Oh! Fuck, I should probably watch... That's what I'll do for homework, is watch Tyna's video, because I think the 15 by 15 I stole from him for how he links things together, because he's got to find edges that talk. So we make a new region object. Top left, bottom left. So we're making like a 15 by 15. We're making... If you look at this whole map, we're going to break it out into... My pen, there it is. We're going to break it out into like a 15 by 15. Oh, look at this. You know, no. I need the straighter lines. I need line power. So we're going to break it out into a tic-tac-toe grid. Shit. Oh, so good. This is so much better than me freeze-drawing this, huh? Oh, this is the proportions are getting worse and worse. I love it. So if these are all 15 by 15, it'll be like that. So that would be region 1, 2. Oh, hey, when you're writing with lines, you sack of potatoes. One just happens to be able to draw my line 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. Till we're at like 99. The regions break the whole map into x by x by into n by n sized chunks so that we can do scanning on a smaller scale. So instead of having to scan the whole map, you just scan a region, and then you only have to worry about if something is on a region edge, then you can bring the regions together. Yeah, so this should be an optimization that'll help keep the frame rate high when we have a lot of stuff happening, because we're only going to scan in regions instead of in the whole map. The regions break the full map in n by n size chunks so that we can do map operations on a smaller scale. More efficient. Okay. So it's adding that region to the list, and then doing nothing? Let me bring in my stuff so we can actually debug some of this, I think. Oh, and this isn't a model behavior. This is just straight up like, does this even have Unity in it? I know it has Unity Engine, so I should be able to output without doing console, right? I think. I could be wrong. X bottom. So that would be, the next one would be X. It'd be 0 plus 15. So if new region is false, it's starting from 0 of the edge of the map and going to the end of the map. And saying if Y, if I'm visualizing this. So this would come through the first time, and it will be next x. What's next x going to be 0? So if y equals 0, on the first run it'll be next y will be 0 too, right? So 0, 0. Next will be 0, 0. So it'll make a new region, and then next, and at this point x is 0, so it'll be 0 plus 15. 15 equals 15. And the same for this one. 0 plus 15 equals 15. Which is fine. Set the bottom of the region. So the top left part of it will be 0, 0. That's not right. Set the bottom of the region. Top left. Unless next. We're not. Next bottom. Where's top? Top left isn't set at this point. Oh no, it is. It's being set right here. So okay, so bottom left is going to be 15 at this point, and then top left is going to be next x, next y, which is 0, 0. So it's going to be top left is going to be 0, 0, which isn't right. That would be the bottom, and then the bottom right is going to be next bottom. So this logic is wrong already. So this is going to be bottom right would be 15, 15, which isn't. Well, I mean, technically, what would happen? We're gonna draw over here. Is we have the map here, and this corner is 0, 0, and this corner is like 150 by 150. So, even though this is named top, we have to see what we're doing with this logic. But that would say 0, 0 is here, and 15 by 15 is here. And then that would make that, this would be a region, which this could work as long as we're not really assuming from the math that that's the top left. If that's the case, we have to switch it. So let's see. Let me take a screenshot of this before I lose it too. What are we doing with this logic? Are we really thinking this is the bottom left? Or the, what's the erase on this fucker? 4 or 5? Are we really thinking this is the top left? Our maps are bottom left to top right. And I'm just taking all these screen drawings because I'm going to keep them in the tickets so we have the history. Like, that's one thing I've learned too, is like, in my day job, I keep very fastidious notes. I'm always, my Jiras, or, you know, for Trello's, if you guys don't know what Jira is, like I keep super verbose notes because inevitably you always come back. You do something and you think you do it to done, but it's never done. That you always have to come back to it. So if you don't, when you have to jump back into something after say 7 years where you haven't looked at it, if you don't keep good notes about what you were doing, you have a lot of trouble getting back into the headspace where you were. So doing this means when we have to come back to this later, we've got this history of what we were doing. We can see the work we were working with. It'll get us right. We will get right back into this, and I will remember, if I look at this years later, I'll remember fucking Killpond being like, I want to make him do the most angry thing ever. It's like, motherfucking Killpond, you know. And I'll even put it on here like, fucking Killpond. See? And they'll remember. I'll be like, oh yeah, Killpond, that motherfucker. He's super famous now because he put his fishing game out. Now he's like Johnny Big Dick, and he doesn't talk to me anymore. But you know, back when he was a little guy, he was my buddy. Now he's not, because he's got a Lamborghini. So he just goes to Dean's house and they drive their Lamborghinis together. Okay. So we loop through here. We make a new region. That logic seems like it works, as long as we're not really thinking this is the top left, because that is totally not the top left. Okay, so next Y we're setting here is next Y. So the next Y here will be top left Y, which is going to be 0. It'll be 0 plus 15. So the next Y is going to be 15 for the next region. And that should be fine. Don't increment the X until we're at the end of the Y. Because now, because we're looping through here Y first. So we're looping through the Y. This is the Y loop. Y loop ends here. Make that a little bit smaller. A little big. I'm gonna... Oop, let me do the middle size there. And for next X, once we're done, the next X becomes 0 plus we're setting the next Y to 0 here. Okay, so that'll become what do we actually set? Oh, they're both being set there. We're just setting the next Y again. So next Y, this would be 0 plus 15 for the next Y. So then, okay, so then the next time it comes through, we save the screenshot folder. Boop. Clear this. So in the next run, when we come through here, it'll be 15. So second run, next Y is going to be going to be 15. So we're going to say that's a fucking bug right there. Like, is it a bug? We're looping through. What the fuck am I doing here? That's the end of the... This is the end of the Y loop. This is the end of the X loop. Looks like this is gonna get fucked every time. Like, this looks like a big... Like... Are we fucked with this? This is going to loop through all 300 hexes. So we're going to have to loop through the whole map multiple times. Because this only gets checked if Y equals next Y. So first this is 0, 0. And then it's going to loop through here. And it'll be done. And actually next Y is going to become... Oh, we should be okay. So if you go... The last time we left, this was 15. And then we set it to 15, we come all the way back up here, and then it's going to say y equals 15 and x equals 0. So the next zone would really be 15y. Actually, it would be 0, 15, right? Because we never leave the x loop until the y loop's done. So this would be 0, 15. That would come through. So it would trigger this, because this is still 0 on all the loops for this inside. And then we'd hit 0, 15. I should have put x. Why didn't I put the fucking x first? What kind of asshole does yx? Like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? Ugh. Monster. And maybe because it was the y loop, I didn't want it to be confusing, but it's confusing me already. So at this point, next bottom x is going to be, it's still going to be x, which is 0, so it's going to be 0 plus 15. So next bottom y is going to be 15 still. And this one's going to be 15 plus 15. That's going to be 30. Okay. So in this case, next x is 0, next y is 15. So this will be, this is actually saying top left equals 0, 15. And then bottom right is equal to next bottom x, which is going to be 15. And then the next bottom y, which is going to be 30. Okay, so next bottom right will be 30. So from 0, 15, 0, 15, Zero, 0, 51, 50. The first thing we had was 15 by 15. Right? 0. And then this next one's going to say the top left is going to be 0, 15. So 0's here, and then 15's here. That's where the next one's going to start. Let me change that color. Boop. So the next one, so that is 0, 15. That looks like S. And then it's going to go to bottom left is 15. Oh, actually, yeah, top left is 0, 15, and the bottom right is 15, 30. So it's going to be here 15, 15, and it's going to be 15, 30. So it's going to be here. So far, I think the logic works. I think the logic, even though I fucking named it stupid, like the stupidest naming you could do, I think we got it copacetic. So then we get down here, let's change it back to yellow. We can represent the colors properly for that. Boop. Is that the same yellow I just did, or is it a different yellow? So then we've got, so here we're here, we're making a new region where the region's going to say, it's going to be, like we said, it's going to start at 0, 15, and it's going to end at 1530. The dumb fucking naming set, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Could you, yeah. Ugh. Stupid, stupid, stupid. So top left Y is going to be 15. 15 plus 15. So this is going to be 30 now in the second loop. 30 in the second loop. Then we're going to increment again. Okay. We increment again. Boom. Let's do burnt sienna. Oh, much goodness. Okay, so this next loop, we're going to go up here, and it's going to say next Y is really going to be 30 now. So it's going to say this has to be 30. 30, and this X is still 0, right? So This now becomes 0, 30. And then let's do one more screenshot. I'd rather have too many screenshots than not enough as we're showing the progression of what we're doing. Because this is not, I mean, it's probably easy for some people, but for me, not so easy. So now we can erase this, all these notes. Let's start the process again. Like after this next loop, if we were sure that it works, then I'll be pretty confident that, okay, the math works. We should be good to go. So it's 0 plus, this will be 15 because it's 0 plus 15 will be 15. And the y is going to be 30. 30 plus 15 is going to be 45. So the top left is going to be, next x is still going to be 0. And then next y is going to be, the next y is 30, the top left. And the bottom right is going to be, next bottom is going to be 15, 45. Fucker, did I say 95? No, I said 45. And that would be on the map here. That's going to be 0, 30, which is this guy right here, 0, 30. And that's going to be 15, 45, which is this son of a gun here that you can't really see through. You know, it'll work. But that still works. So let's follow the progression. Okay, y is fucking toast. Y is like copacetic. Okay, now I see why we're starting next y back up here. So we do all the loop-de-loop magic. Everything is copacetic. We've got all of these done right. So we get to the point where we're looping through. We're done with the y loop. The y falls out. We're done here, right? For loop. So then, if x equals next x, which in this case it will because an x will be 0. Let's get rid of all this. Fresh. Not fuck. Not fuck. This is needed. The opposite of fuck. No fuck. Now we can actually go back to a decent color yellow because this orange is really aids on my eyes. This is the white. So if if x equals next x, which is 0, and it does, so it's 0, then it says next x plus, it'll say 0 plus 15, it'll be 15. So next x is now 15. Next x, you've overcome and you're awesome. See you in a second, Mr. Philippe. So here we're going to go up here, this motherfucker. We've reset next y to 0 because we need to, because, you know, it's got to be 0 since we've reset it. So you're 0 again. And you are 15 for the first time in your whole life. You're 15 and you're strong and you're capable. So next bottom x is going to be x, which is going to be 15. Plus 15. So it's going to be 30. Next bottom y is going to be y, which is going to be 0 plus 15. And that's going to be 15. So 30 by 15. And then the top left is going to be next x, which is 15. And next y is 0. So it's going to be 15, 0, which on the map will be here. 15 by 0 is going to be right this motherfucker here. And then the bottom right is going to be next bottom x, which is 30 by next bottom y, which is 15. So 30 by 15. So then 30 by 15 would be, that's 30 by 0. The 30 by 15 would be right here. So that would be, so that looks kosher too. And then it's going to run through the whole list of y's right up the scale with the same stuff we've already predetermined works properly. There's probably one more, a couple more there, but we'll just split them up, like say, boom, that works. Okay, so then, yeah, so this logic works. Okay. Sorry for the deep dive, but I wanted to understand it, and I really wanted to be able to visualize it. Actually, before I do that, let's say, let's do a bigger, make the font, the point a little bit bigger so we can write a bit of a bigger note on here. Logic checks out. It's an old algorithm, but it checks out. Should build a full grid on the world. Just even though I named it fucking stupid, top left, bottom right. Bad names. Stupid. But I think the old system started from the top left and worked down. The Unity system starts, the bottom works up. Or maybe it doesn't. I don't fucking know. I don't remember. Should build a proper region grid. Should build a proper grid of regions, which is really a list. Let's screenshot that. Meow. Oh, screwed it up. Let me do it a little bit. Let me use my mouse for this one. Out of the top and go to the bottom. Let's add that here. We've got everything written down properly. Okay. The grid should get worked out properly. We're good to go. Now we know that works. Let's clear the... So we loop through here. Where's the board manager? So this works. Oh jeez. Oh Jesus. This will build out a list of regions that we can use. And then what does list regions do? This totally works. It's gonna be fucking amazing. And then this lists regions. This is going to fix this to use the utility bug later. Let's just do it right now. And it doesn't do anything, so what the fuck are we doing? List regions. It's like, why do we even care about that? Like, the math works. I mean, we care because it was obviously not working. I would have fucking not made this, I would bet. That's my guess anyway. Welcome back, Philippe.
Hello.
So, did you finish your paperwork, Philip, to get your stuff done? I missed it if you responded, sorry. So this should just loop through the regions and say region start, region end. That's all it should do, I think. So this shouldn't break everything, but this is famous last words because it's probably going to break everything. Let's see. Or maybe it just takes a while and we don't realize it. Oh, before we run this, yeah, we can't fucking have this motherfucker here. Well, it's in debug, so it shouldn't run. This should run if I put it in notice. But yeah, this shouldn't... Oh, this will only run if X and Y are the same, right? So this shouldn't run for every fucking hex. Let's see. It still might be a bit much. We'll see. Well, it's 15, so it's out of 300. Out of 300 divided by 15, so that's 20. So it should be 20 by 20. So it shouldn't be a ton of writing. Well, it will be 20 times 20, which is going to be 400. That's still not that bad. I mean, we can wait to do that. And away we go. was totally pinned down yesterday due to my headache. Oh, you're resting? That sucks, man. Hopefully you feel better. Oh, I gotta fix this piece of shit green screen behind me. It is... I'm just gonna go back to the blue screen, the blue sheet I had before. Because this green sheet... I got a lime green sheet, and it's like polyester, so it's thin, so I should just buy a board or something. But I couldn't find anything, because everything's so fucking jacked up because of the like quarantine shit. Everything is like... Motherfuckers are price gouging like a fucking bitch. Which I hope they go to jail for that, because when you do that shit in a state of emergency, it is against the law. So hopefully the greedy capitalists that are doing it will go to prison, get some fuck you in the ass prison, it'll be good to go. Okay, the game started. Okay, I probably didn't save board manager then, because that worked way too good, and I don't see any logs, so I bet board manager didn't get saved. Would be my bet. Try that again. I hope it gets better today. Wasn't there a hoarder selling hand sanitizer? Yeah, he was arrested. Yeah, totally. So that's the thing. Like, they can't see everybody that does it. Like they have to rely on people tipping them off about it. So like all the people, I would hope Amazon's just like, hey, this, like there's a Rhodes fucking PSA mount that for my mic here that you normally goes for like $70 to $100, and it's now going for $300 in a seller from the United States. So it's like, dude, there's like a federal state of emergency. Like you can't, like that covers things like you can't price gouge. Like you can't exorbitantly change the prices for no other reason than people are buying it like hotcakes. You have to be super judicious about it. I mean, I get trying to make a buck, but being a piece of shit and jacking up your prices to take advantage of people is kind of like, it's a very American thing. But those are like, yeah, for every good American, like, I've got mistakes, so I'm not, like, I try to be good. I make mistakes. I do, and I will admit them. But, like, I will not intentionally, like, go out of my way to fucking take advantage of people. You know? Now, this is more like it's running the region stuff, because it's just sitting here and spinning for a couple minutes. So that's good. A buck, yeah, by inflating by 1,000 is just plain disgusting. It is disgusting, and it's really bad. And I hope the people that it happens to, you know, they get dealt with by the justice system. Justice system. We'll see how the system is after November. Okay, so it's a bit longer. Oh, it is here. Okay. So it's coming from the redirector. Blood fill. So it's building. No, this is building reachability zone stuff. Okay, so that's not my stuff then. Because this is for the reachability stuff. It seemed like it was working. Ow. It's, yeah, and there's a lot of people that bought like tons of hoarded tons of toilet paper and shit and then try to return it, and the company's like, sorry, we've got more and you were a piece of shit that caused a whole bunch of problems. And I make a distinction between the people that like were stupid and they hoarded it because they really thought the world was ending, so they needed like, I need all the TP for all the world, which is, that's stupidity, but like that's forgivable because you're like panicking, and I can understand that. But if you're buying like hordes of toilet paper to try to sell online to make money, like you're a piece of shit. Like that you are a piece of shit, and you're just a bad human. Like they should, like cheaters in like Call of Duty that have to fight other cheaters. I don't know if that was Call of Duty that did that, but there's one game recently, I think it was Call of Duty. I think it was, I read it was that they're making cheaters play with other cheaters, which I think is just rewards. So you should make these people that are, you know, price gouging cocksuckers just find a way to make them only be able to interact with other pieces of shit so they can get a taste of their own medicine. Like, see how bad this is? Oh, I need to take a shit. That's gonna be $18 for one ply. But I don't have it. Well, then you're gonna have to wipe your ass with the pine cone. Which is the Boy Scout way, apparently, like Huck was saying. Wiping your ass with the pine cone. Who'd have thought? Okay. Why don't I see anything? Is it just because I need to do console right line? Let me see. Let's see. Maybe that's what it is. I'm just being a dummy. I'm being a dumb dummy. Actually. Oh, it's doing debug log. Okay, well then let me just do this shit if that's the case. If that's why it's being an asshole. Are you being an asshole because you're smelly? Okay. Boop. You're being an asshole because you're smelly. Oh, okay. Good times. Do you like Warzone, Philip? Because I haven't played it yet, but it looks like it might be an interesting take on like BRs that I could get behind. But I'm probably going to start playing some GTA roleplay soon, so I probably don't have time to get into a ton of different things. Because I'm not going to lose focus on this gaming stuff, because you guys are going to be like, no, you got to write code, you fucking asshole. I can't always roleplay. Roleplay will totally get more views. Like, totally get more views. But, and I like it, so it's not for the views. I totally like it. But I want to get this done. Like, I owe it to myself, and I owe it to you guys to get this done. You could come into the Discord and just be Sideshow Bob and be like, hello, I'm Philip. Good day, sir. Fix me some tea. Okay, it's totally... Yeah, it's totally doing something. So it was running the code before, it just wasn't outputting anything. So what does the... I've seen this a lot. What does the that mean? Like, is that just like angry eyes, or is that like cat eyes? What is that? What does that mean? What does it mean, boss? Grinning, okay. Like a Cheshire cat. Got it. Got it, got it. Thank you. Okay, I should be able to view the reachability zone list from the globals here. Right? I think I have them called somewhere here. Big world. Current world? That's just world shit. This is the object list. Regions, here we go. Okay, reachability. Well, this is the reachability zone list. The reachability zone shit is here. There's no regions list. Why isn't there a regions list? Region.build list. Do I not have region? Do I not have a region fucking object somewhere? That could... But I'd expect this code to fail if that was the case, though. Build initial reachability zone completed. Like, I'd expect to see that code somewhere. I'd expect to see build reachability zone complete somewhere here. It runs this, but it never comes back. What do you mean it doesn't fucking complete? Can't not fucking complete. Well, I mean, apparently it can not complete. What the fuck? Oh, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Maybe I'm not calling... I don't think I'm calling I'm not calling calculate map from scratch. That's why I'm not seeing this shit. Because I'm calling... Hey, Mercenary Mage, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders.
Welcome to the biscuit boy.
Let's give a shout out for Mercenary Mage. Good morning. What were you working on this morning, Mr. or Mrs. Mage? Anything fun? And welcome, Raiders, while we wait for Mercenary Mage to talk about what they were working on this morning. We're working on a game that is a... If you know RimWorld, it'll be very familiar to you. If you know Dwarf Fortress, this is going to be Dwarf Fortress level like storytelling with RimWorld like UI. And the big difference with the UI from RimWorld is going to be we're going to have multiple Z layers, so you can go down and build a base, which is a big part of the thing that I think got left out of RimWorld. It wasn't left out, but it was just like its design decisions didn't meet what I wanted. So that's what I'm working on. Mr. and Bugs. Mr. Bugs. We were working on bugs. Nice. Were you working on bugs for what? Like a project you're working on? How long has it been in development? Hey, Hitori. Hello. I started in 2013. After RimWorld, I got access to like when it came out on Sendal, like November 2013. So I started right after that. And RimWorld, when it came out, was super basic. And I had just finished my latest stint of playing Dwarf Fortress. So I would play it, and then Dwarf Fortress is very hard, so once you go away from it for a while, the keybinds are hard to remember, at least for me. So I saw RimWorld and I was like, man, this is like Dwarf Fortress. Wouldn't it be awesome if like we had the depth of Dwarf Fortress, but like with this kind of UI? So I started on the project, and then real life got in the way in like 2014 or 15, somewhere along there. Like real life got in the way, and I kind of put it on hold. And then Royalty came out in January? It just dropped out of nowhere. I played Royalty. I fell back in love with RimWorld. I kicked myself in the ass for putting the game aside and just forgetting about it for years. And I made a promise to myself that I was going to get it done instead of fucking doing other projects, and just time to stop starting things and start finishing things so that you could get that feeling of accomplishment that you actually got it to done. So I've done that. But this time, the one different thing I did is I decided I was going to stream it on Twitch, because now I'm accountable to you guys, the viewers, to chat, to not fuck off, and just when I get stuck behind something, instead of just going fucking off and playing a video game, I'm like, okay, we got to knuckle down and get this done, because chat is counting on me. Even if there's no one there, in my head, I'm like, okay, they're counting on me. And it kind of goes to this North Star that Philip, one of my mods, he showed me this guy, the guy that made Startup Company. He had a very similar experience where he had the same kind of story. So that is what I'm working on now. Oh, that's awesome, Mercenary Mage. So tell me more about your stuff. Like, what are you working on bugs for? Like, I'm genuinely like, one of the coolest things about starting streaming is, when I get rated by people like you and folks with, anyone that comes in the channel and like they're working on their own projects, I really enjoy hearing about them. It's really cool. I mean, I got accepted into I don't know if you're a live coder or not. I applied for the live coders team, and they accepted me a couple weeks ago. So it's been nice to meet all the other teammates as well, and the neat things they're working on. So I totally appreciate it. I will have to go give you a follow. Let me find you and follow you. Stalker mode. Oh, didn't mean that, but it's good enough, I guess. I didn't mean to do it on this screen, but I'm kind of I'm not necessarily a pro streamer, so. Oh god, I don't want to hear that guy's voice. That guy's voice is ass. No. Oh, I'm already following you. Aren't I? No. I am following you already. Okay, cool. Gosh, so I forget what you're working on then. Adult visual novel and D&D game. That sounds awesome. And I already hit close, so why are you still open? Thank you. Okay. Nice. What rule set for D&D? Or does it not really matter in this context? So what chat told me to work on today was working on filling out the region system for the game. And the region system for the game basically is going to, much like RimWorld, it's going to divide the map into little regions so that you have to do less calculations for the whole map, because you can just search a 15 by 15. So you can search what's 15 by 15 is 350 or 300 or 225. So you can search 225 cells instead of 90,000 cells, which is a lot easier on the old math coprocessor. Oh, dude, fifth edition school. I was talking to Kill Pond and Epic and here about starting up doing some D&D. We just couldn't find. We didn't have a good DM to help us. because none of us have. I mean, I haven't DM'd since I was a fucking kid, so it's been a long time, and that was like 3rd edition, I think, 25 years ago. Like, so it's a long time ago. I think it was 3rd edition or 2nd edition. I don't remember. It's been a long time. But yeah, we got to find a DM, and then we were gonna try to start a D&D campaign on like online, which would be a good way for. I think it would be fun for the community, and I really like D&D, so like I'm super excited about Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, so where were we? We had just determined that since we're loading the game from a prefab and we're not generating the map, we're not actually calling this routine of calculate map from scratch. So we need to make sure the region stuff gets called in this spot where we actually do get called from when we're loading a prefab. Which I think, let's find it to be sure. Let's find it to make sure we document it better this time, so it's a little easier to find next time. We need to find it. I think it's init. Here's my structure init. The new D&D system's great. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Nice. I'm sure. Is there a big? I'm imagining there's a giant learning curve for sure. And how long have you been streaming? Like overall, like I started streaming in like 2013 or no. Yeah, I think 2013, and I stopped in 2015 because I moved from California to Florida and my internet was poop. So I had to, I just stopped. But now that my internet's better, I was like, yeah, let's stream again. I do miss streaming. And this is as good an excuse as any. Look at the map from scratch. If we go to loader, the loader is what actually gets this party started. It instantiates a game manager. And then the game manager actually does. Game manager at. Boop, boop. I don't like how you keep moving my stuff. And I'm not talking to you, phone. Go away. Part, init game. Board setup scene. There it is. Setup scene. So if we're coming through, like generating a map, we call calculate map from scratch. When we're calling, when we're calling the prefab, we're just building the grid and we're building the, we're just rebuilding the grid. We're not actually doing the pieces we need. So let's do we have another board manager over here so I can move shit around? Make a copy of this. So I can go to the spot I need. And so we can move over stuff. Hey, morning, Master of Duchess. How are you doing, sir? The new D&D system's great. It's definitely easy to get sidetracked and let life get in the way. No, that's totally true. Uni has done a number of my attempted projects. Dwarf Fortress with the accessibility of RimWorld would be great. Yeah, that's what I'm going for, Kid Tori. Like it's a tall ask. It's a tall mountain to climb. And I'd like to get the work system and kind of this initial foundation done, and then put some builds out to you guys to give me some feedback on, because it's not like we're going to put out the same amount of functionality that RimWorld has and the same amount of functionality that Dwarf Fortress has. Like even RimWorld started out more basic, so I'd like to put out get the basics out, get builds out. Hey, thank you for the follow. Never mind, I'm hungry. Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade, as said by my 6-year-old daughter.
Welcome to the biscuit parade.
And I'd like to get it out to you guys, then put it on Steam in like early access. But like the people that are in here helping, like I want to give you guys keys. I don't want to be like, you guys are as much a part of making this be something great as I am. I'm just the dude writing the code. I'm not, but the ideas like, and the helping me fix bugs, like that shit is invaluable. And it's not really a money thing as much as it's just like, I want to get this done. I want to be able to like, say I got a game accomplished. And if it does well and like people like it, and like I can make another thing with it, or just do like Dwarf Fortress does and support this and keep adding features, and like, that'd be awesome. But if not, like, such is life. At least I can say I got it done. And that's what matters to me. So we need to go up here to where we're calling calculate map from scratch. And then calculate map from scratch. It should be, right there. It's because you're blind, fool. You're blind, sir. So I need to, right here where we do grid rebuild, we also need to rebuild the regions. So we need to bring that into this version as well. Because when we bring the prefab in, we still have to regenerate all of the map atlas, and we have to regenerate all the, not the collider meshes, but we need to do the map atlas. We need to see where objects are on the map. We need to make the flood fill zone so we know like what zones of the map are what. So that has to happen here. That actually has to happen everywhere. And I'd rather not like to repeat myself. So I should probably put this in like a helper function to all these things for when we're using a prefab or when we're loading from disk. But I learned the hard way, so I'll do it this way. And then like, no, it's really grossing me out. I'll do it later. I can't get sidetracked by making it perfect. I had my 1-year anniversary of streaming on last Tuesday. Happy anniversary. Congratulations. I'll draw you a little picture because, you know, happy anniversary. Merc. Mage. Watch this cool heart skills. And I'm gonna even make it red. Just, you know, just go a little over the top. Boop. Happy anniversary. Okay. So now that we're gonna, oh motherfucker, now that we're gonna call this code, it should work. And then let's go and check the region as well and make sure it will work with our helper. Because I don't think it needs to have the console write line, but I guess we'll find out in a second. We should see region start and after this. If it works. But it might not. Morning, Dalright. How are you doing, sir?
Hello.
Nice to see you again this morning. Or not pause. Not play. Welcome back, Philip. Yeah, and with your guys' help, we're good to go. We can do this. We can do hard things. Like fix a green screen so it doesn't fucking get annoying as shit. Which I'm going to do after the stream's done. That's what I get for changing it and then not thoroughly testing it enough. I know we're getting there, Philip. We'll be at 1,000 before we know it, man. It's going to be pretty awesome. And point out your errors. It goes pretty good. We figured out... we fixed some bugs this morning, and now we're working on getting the region system. Oh, good. So it does work. So we're getting the region system working again. And the region system is basically going to segment the map into smaller chunks. So we only have to calculate, 225 hexes at a time versus 90,000. So it makes the math a lot easier. I actually R&D'd this from Tynan. So I will share it with you guys. It's the exact way he does the regions, which is where I got the idea from, which is awesome when developers will share how they do stuff, because everyone learns. If everyone shares all their ideas, everything gets better. Because painting, development's like art, People have tried this before, and we're doing it just our certain way, and other people do it their certain way. So this works. Okay, cool. So if we go look at the reachability regions, yeah, there's 400 regions. Just like our math, just like our calculations predicted. Cool. So that worked. Awesome. Joke's on you, Kill Pond. Regions is already done. I had it working right. I don't know why I commented it out, but it's working, so that's awesome. Yeah. And good morning, Litany. How are you doing this morning? It is... We can use the util debug. So we don't have to use the console redirect, so we can show that shit and move that shit. Actually, I'll just leave it commented out in case I need it. Cool, so now we need to look at for the other piece of the regions is the door linking. So it works now. Always nice to see other devs sharing their methods. Game dev, in my experience, can be super overwhelming. Feels hard to really know what to tackle sometimes, especially as a beginner. So when I leave, we're gonna raid Rocket to Guns. He's a guy that made DayZ. He's been streaming like the past like the last month making a game that's like Open TDD plus Railroad Tycoon. And the reason I'm mentioning it is because you mentioned their methods. Like, he's very big about sharing some of his methods, which I've started to try to use too. Of, you know, knock out a couple little bugs every day, and then just don't get bogged down tackling really big stuff at the same time. Take it piece by piece, so that because he's like, and I agree, like the motivation's what's hard. Like Twitch chat, you guys are helping me stay motivated to work on this instead of like hitting a brick wall and be like, fuck this, and I'm gonna go play some Call of Duty, you know, things like that. So yeah, I agree. And if you guys have any questions, I'm not a professional by any stretch. Like, there's a couple pros that hang out in here. I guess they just like to mock the, you know, mock the scrubs. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I still don't know why a professional would like watch me, but it's weird. So I'm not a professional by any stretch, but I've been around the block enough that I might be able to point you in the right direction or give you an answer. Like, I'm a dummy, but I might know some things. So if you have questions, ask. Pretty good. I've been having a bit of fun with Unity that I think I fixed. What stuff did you have fun with that you were working on, Litany? Are you working in a game, or are you just doing like little side project stuff? Okay, so now we still need to make a note to at least get the door zones. Door zones need to be fixed. So what a door zone will do is, let me pull up. Yeah, scope is the key. Hey, look, it's like, yeah, one of the pros. So we're gonna do this as much for me as for you guys. So we've got our map here. Beautiful artwork. So our map is here, and this is like, there's some mountains here and there's mountains there. So this is zone, and there's some mountains here that cut this place out. So this is zone 0 and this is zone 1. So when we go to build a house, and we're going to put our little door right here. So this is now cut off. This house is now cut off from being reachable because this door breaks the zones out. And I did this the same way that Tynan did it as well. Boop, boop. So this actually becomes zone 2 because it's a contiguous zone. So there's a system that I had working that I need to fix again, because it's been 7 years, that a system called, I think I called it like door reachability zone. So this door gets linked as a gateway between two zones. So it will know that, hey, it 15 by 37, I link zones 2 and zone 0. So the Pathfinder can say, hey, I need to go. So that's why the Pathfinder checks when it starts. Like, I'm starting here and I'm going here. And it says, okay, let's check the reachability zone. So it says you're going from zone 0 to zone 2. That's not pathable. Is there anything in the door reachability list that has zone 2 in it? Is a destination? And if it does, then it sends the Pathfinder to basically break up the path and say, you're going to do 2 moves, really. You're going to path from here to here, and then you can path from there into the spot you want to go to. Which allows us to move between zones without having direct pass through. There might be a better way to do it, but I also got that logic from Tynan for RimWorld, funny enough. I'm using a program called Epic Pen. There's a free version that you have that works fine, but I paid, like, it's a sale right now for like the COVID-19 stuff, so I got it. It's like $17.50 US, so I was able to get it. I got it yesterday because I get paid this morning, so I was like, let's go crazy. But it's really nice, as much for me, because it lets you draw, it lets you change colors of what you're doing, do a whole bunch of stuff. Like, it's got will this come up for you guys? Yeah. So you can do like lines, circles, boxes, shit like that. You can change the colors. You can erase stuff. You can change the size of shit you want to do. Oh yeah. You can do text. You know, stuff like that. And it works well with the pen. So the pen and the tablet, it works really well with. And it works way better because I was doing annotation with Photoshop before, and it's such a beast by comparison that it would stutter a lot. It would just be kind of a pile of poop. What'd you say? What'd you say, Litany? It's a 2D game to teach myself Unity and C#. My guy hit a collision box, and if it hit it at an angle, it started to spin him around. I guess you're not using physics. I guess you're using kinematics. So you had a script that was causing it to spin around? Like, was it just a math error? Because that sounds like a math error. And what's the 2D? Is it like a platformer, or do you don't even care about the story because you're just trying to learn mechanics at this point? Hey, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Katori? How do you say your name the right way? I'm just gonna call you Skittles. Welcome to Disc Brigade, as said by my 6-year-old daughter.
Welcome to the biscuit boy.
And we've got an emote that should be approved by Twitch, hopefully soon. Of like, she drew a picture. I'll show it. It's the most adorable fucking thing. So the emote is gonna be this. She drew a picture of this cat saying hi. So I graphed it out last night and edited it out and made it an emote and submitted it for like a hi emote, which I thought was fucking amazing because she is something very special. I'm very lucky to be her father. She is an awesome human being. So that's good. This is good. We need to look at the door reachability stuff. You have a general stream schedule? Hey, Katori. So I stream 3 hours. I do have a schedule that's on the new Twitch schedule shit, which they haven't rolled out yet. But my schedule is basically 2 a.m. GMT -5, which is EST, every day. So three hours ago, basically, until like 6. So I'd stream in like 4-hour blocks Monday to Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'll stream longer. Saturday, I'll stream like a 14 to 16-hour stream, like as soon as I wake up until I'm ready for bed. And then Sunday, I'll stream as soon as I wake up until like 10 a.m. Eastern, until the kids get up, because that's my like family day. So I can stop neglecting them and being a piece of shit dad and husband, and pay attention. I need to crash because it's past 5 a.m. for me, but would love to pop in sometimes. Yeah, totally. Come check out the Discord if you want. Ask questions. We can share stories. If you guys need help with anything, I'd be glad to help. I'm sure others in the chat would be glad to help too. Like, I've been helped by a bunch of people, so I like paying it forward and helping as well. So I found out that the rigid body in the player had a box under constraints to freeze the Z-axis. Oh, nice. So that's at least an easy fix then, Lily. So that's good. Took me 2 hours to fix. Yeah. Oh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. But that's how you learn. But totally, if you get stuck with something like that, ask here or ask in Discord, and we'll help you figure it out. Because when I started Unity, I didn't know anyone that did Unity, so I was all by myself. So I was just like you. I had to learn. I took a lot more time to learn. I had to Google everything. And now I've got some more connections with people that use Unity, so I could, if I was trying something new, I can bounce ideas off them. Like, how would you do this? But back in the day, I didn't, so I learned a lot of shit the hard way. So I would love to make sure that you guys don't have to do it the hard way. If you have questions, ask. If I can't help you, I'll say I can't help you. I won't default to giving an answer like just to seem smart. If I don't know, I'll be like, I don't fucking know. That sounds hard as fuck. Beats me. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm enough of a degenerate myself. I'm usually up at 2 a.m., so I'll probably see you soon. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I get up at 2, and then I go to work at 6, and then after work, I do some like family time, and then I go to sleep. It was a good learning point. Oh, totally, it's a good learning point. And that's the funny thing, because when you get done, you're like, man, I feel so stupid. Because when you're done, you feel like it makes sense. You're like, okay, that made sense. Like, I was just being stupid. But you're not really stupid because you don't know. They don't do a great job of teaching you that stuff. So this morning I just have been setting up warp points to essentially load different scenes, like going in and out of the house. Nice. And there's multi-scene you can do. If you want to have all the scenes loaded at once, you can do that. Or if you want to scene load, you can. Unity has a good, if you're going to do multi-scene, Unity has a good tutorial about using GUIDs to make sure that you can track object IDs properly for when you're doing multi-scene at the same time. Darryl, you mentioned about Compedia the other night. What books again you said to read? Oh, Network Security, Network Plus, and Security Plus. Nice. Is that for like A+ certification or something, Dow? Okay. Let's see the door link stuff. Let's find out where that is. I should be able to find door link, right? Motherfucker. Mine is as simple as attaching this to an empty object with a triggering collider. If other games using player, scene manager load. No, that would work too. And there's a pause, but there's like somebody came in here a couple days ago and they're like, I'm loading a scene and it's not instant. It's like, well, because you're loading the scene, like nothing's in memory until you say load the scene. So you can preload the scene, which that would mean like you would have to do something like put some sort of mechanism to slow the player down, like an elevator or like a long hallway or some way that you can give yourself the time to load the assets you need in the background so that there's no pause for loading. You know, that's how, remember back in the day, like, you know, before with old school GTAs, like bridges were where you would load. You'd cross the bridge and you would load into another town. And then with, I think it was San Andreas, where they made it where basically it loads on the fly as you walk around. And like the new GTAs, like there's very little, I mean, there's some loading. Like when you go into a job, there's loading for that, but most of the map is open, so they just load on the fly, which is pretty cool to see how this changed. I miss San Andreas. I remember fucking Carl, like I remember I was on Grove Street and I like hit somebody and I was just being an asshole, just fucking around, and this one lady goes, Carl, this is your home. And I felt like such a big piece of shit. I'm like, oh, this is Grove Street. I shouldn't fuck up people at Grove Street. I should go fuck up the other people. It's good times. Okay, so let's find what we're doing for door links. Let's see. Door links, because we need to make sure that we can link. Am I even using regions for anything yet? Maybe that's why I commented out. Like, let's see. I wonder if I didn't get to the point where regions even does anything yet. Because it looks like it's working just fine. Like, I remember quitting developing the game in a rage because of regions in the past, but it looks like it works fine just now. Like the math is adding up, it's coming back with what we expect it to be. But I do remember the door linking used to work. So let's see. We had what is the object we used to track the door zones? Where are you? So there it is, reachability zone door link. Say that 3 times fast. And that's just a door coordinate and then zone 1 and zone 2. Okay, so door link. Door link, where are you, door link? Yeah, do we do anything with that? This is what I really care about. What do we do with that? We'll have to play Tarkov sometime, Litany. If you, unless you solo. If you don't solo, just you can add me on B Wheatley on Tarkov. It would be nice to. I haven't played in a couple months. I haven't played since I started developing mainly. But I do miss it. I'm kind of a scrub. Like I'm level. I think I only have one more person to get to level 4. I think it's the rapist. I think I have to get to level 4. Oh no, I got the rapist level 4. I think I have to get oh no, because I've got to get the fucking not the mechanic, the other guy, the Jaeger, with his motherfucking like snipe a motherfucker while you jump on one leg and sing Rubber Baby Buggy Bumpers. Like that was stressful. A stressful quest for me. I never got it done yet. So okay, so door reachability links. Game data. Where do we actually use it though? We use it anywhere yet? We do here. Boop. And periodic checks. So we have a periodic check table. This seems like a really nice thing to do because we do need to reset reachability zones, because that was one issue we had earlier where we were freshly mining something and there should have been a check that would call that out and clean it. Oh, but I've got it turned out. This was causing the game to lock up in an infinite loop. Well, it looks like we found our newest challenge, chat. Let's see what reset reachability zones is doing, because it's probably being a real pain in the butt. No. Sets reachability zones. So this will delete this function will reset all the this will reset. It basically redraws the reachability zones. So it's going to redraw all the reachability zones. And it calls this when? I was calling it every 5 seconds. Okay. And then let's comment everything out for this piece. And let's just turn this back on and see what happens. This isn't an enum either, or this isn't an enumerator either, so it would be running in real time. So let's see. The only thing that could be causing an issue is, I mean, it's got to be something in the reset reachability zone stuff, right? Like, that's the only thing it could be. So we're looping through the reachability zone list, and we're deleting all of them. Then we're removing them from the list. I do swear a lot, SPFAR. I'm really sorry for that. If that bugs you, you say something, and I will fucking try really hard. I'll try not to swear. I know that limits my audience when I swear so much. It's part of my charm. Like, it's not... I'll try. If you want me to temper it, I will try to temper it. But I make no guarantees. And hello, by the way. Good morning. One thing I want to look into today is how to make some of the decoration turn semi-transparent when a player's behind it so you can see through them still. I'm always up for extra players. I'm a scrub too. Wipe is in about 4 weeks. Yeah, I know. I'm excited. But then I skipped the last couple patches because the grind gets so much, like working all the way up and then getting the wipe like that. It takes the piss out of me for sure sometimes. But it's been so long this time that I started right before Christmas, like when the new patch came out, like November. So it would be fun. How would you would decorate some things based on where the player's behind so you can see, like if you did like there might be other ways to do it, but you could do a collider that when the player crosses into that, the object in front of it you could turn the transparency down on it. Like if it's a sprite, you could do something like this. Let's pull up a scrub scene for you. Save and unload. Hey Unity, get your shit together. Oh, it's compiling. It's like, oh, I'm compiling. Are you compiling or are you just saving? Or did you just like straight up just like lock up? Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not super high. I finally got to unlock those fucking sweet looking pants you get at 40 for sure. Oh no, it just took a bit to save. Okay, we're back. That's another thing with Uni. You never know if it's like, did it lock up or is it just doing something? It does a really bad job of telling you. Like at the bottom, there's sometimes a little pinwheel, but yeah, it's a pain in the ass. So you could go here, let's unload this map. And then you could do, you've got your guy here, and let's add another game object for you. Create an empty game, no, not a sub game object. And let's make a sprite. And let's make it the default UI sprite or something. Let's make it a bush. Okay, where are you, bushy? Where's the bush? Okay, the bush is there. It's an unlit bush, of course. Let's default it to the fucking lit shader then. Default unlit shader. Where's the bush compared to my dude? You're gonna come. We're gonna copy his values. We're gonna move this guy over to the same spot, and we should see them in the same plane. So it depends on the layering too. So the layering would be, so this sprite would be like a wall, so the character would be behind it. So there's two ways you can do it. Please say, I want to look at how to make some of the decorations turn semi-transparent. So you could go into the sprite here, and actually you could go to the color, and you could trigger the alpha channel to do this. Like, so you could have a trigger that says, if the colliders match for the guy, turn the alpha down on the sprite, and then when the collider's done, you can turn it back up again. So that might be accomplish what you want. Like turn it down to like 30% or something. Let me make a screenshot. But that might be what you want. Cool. So hopefully that helped. See, I'm totally fine with taking little detours to help people. Because, yeah, if I had this when I was... If Twitch had been a thing when if Twitch game creating had been a thing back in the day, which it probably was, I just didn't know about it, then that would have been a lot easier for me to learn. But then I would have felt bad going into someone's channel and being like, how do you do this? But it's like, no, we're here to like teach. So if there's any other tags I should set on the channel so you guys know that you can send random people in here and I'll answer their questions if they need. Like, I know I'm developing a game, but I mean, it's important to give back to people. It's important to follow for me, it's important to follow the golden rule. It's, you know, I'm just a big weirdo like that. Okay, so where did all the thing? Okay, I was like, where is all the shit? There's all the shit. Did I miss anything else in chat? I do push-ups when I swear on stream. Oh, I heard someone talking about that. Like, oh, somebody does push-ups when they swear. Well, I'm not trying to break the habit, but if it's somebody that would like me to make an effort to it, like, I really like your content, but I really don't like swearing, then I'll try. I don't make any promises, but I'll try. And no one to this point has said, yeah, please cut the swearing out. Because some of the people I watch, they only have classy streams. Yeah, I cuss all day too. Oh, and yeah, how's your did you stream tonight? Did you make any more progress on the firewall stuff? No, I'll always be me, but I try to respect other people's wishes as much as I can. Like, I try. Like, I've worked at jobs where you can't swear, and it is hard. You know, studies show that swearing makes you more honest anyway. And I'm anything. One of my nicknames was Brutally Honest Bill at a job because I was a lot younger at the time. But we went to Agile and we hired these Scrum Masters that were consultants that were fucking terrible. And I didn't know Agile at the time, but I knew that these people were fucking terrible teachers. And this one Scrum Master in particular, she was fucking a Looney Tune. So she was one of the first things that taught me, don't ever be in the room with a female at work, like when you have any doubt about their sanity or ethics or any of that. So like, we got a first pass of like Agile, and like, oh, you can Agile's basically you do what you want. And like, so we were doing t-shirt sizes, like small, medium, large, you know, whatever. And then this guy left to go to a new job, and they brought in a new Scrum Master, and I was like, oh, how does that have to be? And she's like, well, Fibonacci works. And I was like, well, like, the last guy that taught us said that Agile, you can do what we want. And we as a team, we thought t-shirt sizes was best. Because I would speak for the team just because most people will just shut up and not say anything. But I'm like, I'm on the spectrum. So I'm just like, no, that's, that we were taught this. And so she was like, she fucking wigged, I forget what she did specifically, but she wigged out on me to the point that I was like concerned that I'd somehow like offended her and I was going to be like reported for like sexual harassment or something. I'm not fucking kidding. And then I left, and I had one of my buddies stay with me and like ask like, hey, are you okay? She's like, oh, I'm fine. I just, you know, I'm having a rough time with my boyfriend. I was like, what the fuck? And that was really like, and that's not like, I have 5 sisters, so I'm not like trying to be like a misogynist or anything, but I was like, fuck, that is like, I mean, I'm sure dudes do that too, but I was like, that was super creepy. But she really sucked as a Scrum Master. So eventually they had another Scrum Master, and we got to interact with her one time in a team meeting in front of like the CTO and VP, and she was really good. I was like, because our Scrum Master was sick, so she was doing our job, and I was like, you are way better than the other Scrum Master. Can you be our full-time Scrum Master? And everyone's like, okay, you're Brutally Honest Bill now, because I can't believe you said what we were all thinking to like the VP and the CTO. I was like, dude, somebody has to be able to tell these people that lady sucks. Like, she sucks bad. And she eventually left, and she kept stealing the fucking printer. It was a community printer, like for the whole engineering department. She would take it into her office to print. And then like 4 times the IT guys were like, dude, this is the IT printer. You can't fucking take it to your office to print shit. What's wrong with you? Anyway, sorry. Oh, just some minor touch-ups. You have Inter tomorrow, so short stream today. What's Inter? Is that like an interview? I am not following what Inter is. Yeah, I'm totally honest. Since then, that's been like 15 years. So fuck, it's been like 12. No, yeah, 15 years. Since then, I've learned to, I'll still be honest, but I try to not sugarcoat it, but I try to not sound so mean. Like, I try to express that I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but this is the problem. So I'm trying to be a little bit more tactful. And I learned that from when I became a leader. Like, you learn that you can't just be as brutal, because it really hurts people's feelings sometimes. And it's not my intention to ever hurt someone's feelings. It's my intention to be honest. Which you can learn if you ever want to do leadership stuff. There's a good book called Crucial Conversations. You should totally read it. It is awesome. Oh yeah, interview. I'm sleepy. Oh, that's awesome. Good luck, man. Where's it for, if you don't mind me asking? Or like, not just in general. Just like a Python engineer role, or what? Good luck. I hope you get it. Like, I watched a couple minutes of your stream on lunch and it was really neat. It was cool. And I appreciate the raid yesterday. Thank you so much for that. It was really awesome. And you too, Mage. Like, you guys are the best. Okay. Let's see what we're going to do for door links. Actually, I don't know if we have time to get into door links today. Like, let's make that for tomorrow's start point to be, what are we going to do? So let's get some screenshots of let's look back at what we accomplished today. Like in the stream. We got regions working. The regions are done. Hey, thank you for the follow, Mathlete. Welcome to Biscuit Brigade. I like your name.
Welcome to the biscuit boy.
I'm not a mathlete, so if you could hang around here to be like one of the community's personal mathletes, that would be awesome, because math is super hard for me. For instance, one of the projects I started working with a buddy was a KSP style game, and holy fuck, the math and like, it's not trig, but like the math and calculus and shit you need and all the physics calculations, that was hard as fuck. Like having like a person that's like good at math, that would have made that exponentially easier. Holy fuck, for reals. So we got regions done today. So what did we get accomplished? Let's make a list. Just because I think it's important to keep your, remember your victories. So we got done one. Regions we fixed. We also fixed another issue this morning, didn't we? Let's see. We just closed something this morning. What was it? Requeue jobs. We got a requeue job system done. So that's for requeuing. That's not how you spell requeue. Where is it? No, I'm doing, okay. Requeue jobs. Done. So that means when a job is done, or when a job can't be done, you kick it back so that it gets requeued and worked out, which is awesome. That was done. The other thing we got done this morning was, what else? Hey, have a good night, Whitney.
Bye-bye.
I appreciate you stopping by. Good luck with fixing the infinite crash loop and other bugs you find. Hey, it's teamwork and it makes the dream work. Dude, that sounds awesome, Dalray. Good luck, man. And we added a couple more bugs, but I think the big thing, we got regions fixed, requeue job is done. We validated the regions fixed logic. And then let's pull up the highlight of that. And let's take a screenshot of that. Let's tweet it out. No. We're going to tweet that out, and then we're going to go give a Biscuit Brigade raid to Rocket the Guns, Dean Hall. He's fucking awesome. We saved that. That's going to be what we accomplished today. Let's go get the raid set up for Rocket to Guns, and we're going to do a Biscuit Brigade raid. And we're going to do that command. If you're a sub, we're going to do a Biscuit Brigade raid with we're going to do a sub with the Biscuit Brigade raid of, oh, my other thing's still not approved. Gosh darn it. Hey, thanks. We're going to do that, and I will see you guys over there. Thank you so much. Thanks for the follows, the views, the subs. You guys are awesome. You make me feel super great about this and really great about the idea. You guys help with it. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow.